Shit, we're back.
We're back.
Bow.
Hold on. Hey,
Wait.
hey, wait. Let me do the thing. God damn it. What? I tried.
In that moment, I was trying my best to think of a radio show name, but I couldn't. I'm sorry.
It's Big Ol' G and Skinny P in the afternoon.
They're noon. I was gonna say in the morning. Yeah.
PKRZ.
You're just happy you can do mouth noises again. We don't have to use automatopoeia.
Oh. No, I was going to do that regardless just because that was the only sound I could think of that would match those letters that I made.
Oh, perfect. I'm glad that our fake radio station has a unintelligible radio code.
WKRT. I'm going to keep changing the letters.
WKRT. We're east of the
WKRT.
Mississippi?
Sure. I don't fucking know how radio things work.
It works somehow. I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, that's not what we're here for.
We're not here to discuss our fake radio show that absolutely does not exist.
Oh, see, I did.
Not now.
Oh, that's sad.
I know. It's a sad day. But we're not here for that.
Could we potentially be here for the ReRoll It podcast?
We might.
Did somebody say ReRoll It podcast?
That's right, give me one. You have way too much fun with that soundboard.
You're damn right, and I can add to it.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. That's the unfortunate part about the soundboard they added to Discord. Is that everyone can just start adding sounds and spam it. Hence why we had a one point in time like Obi-Wan and Kenobi pop in and out. Blasting our ears. Yes, because of Fry.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah! I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Yes.
the balance sounded fine at my end. I don't know what you guys are complaining about.
My god, it was so loud.
Yeah.
I forgot all about that.
Mm-hmm. But, that's in the past. What we have today is the start of our new campaign.
Woo!
Right. Something we've been working on for a little bit, and something I'm excited for us to all play. So I posted, if you haven't been to our Blue Sky, I posted everyone's character sheets. But before we get started, I want to have the players introduce their characters. And if you're new to the podcasting of the Let's Play world, I, Phil, am the DM. I'm going to be playing the narrator and the NPCs, all the non-playable characters. I'll be setting the world, and I'll be the one that the players torture by asking questions, irrelevant or not, and I will try my best to keep up with the improv. So, why doesn't one of my players introduce themselves and give me their character they're going to be playing?
I'll go next, Phil. Hi,
Awesome.
I'm Shani. I'm going to be playing Jacque le Honk Grande. He is a nene goose, which is a goose native to Hawaii. He's very small and cute, and he is the barbarian of the group. I'm tossing it to you, Gimli one.
Okay. Hi. I'm the Gimli one.
Good to know.
I'm playing Holdman Werthers. He is a cockroach summoner who also happens to be a bit of an apothecary.
I enjoyed
He's-
the accent change mid-sentence there.
You're damn right. I have no. This voice is gonna change so much in the first like 5 seconds.
I'm glad I had an inspiration
I'm-
for the last my last character.
Cause I have not spent enough time thinking about his voice. So, but yeah, he's a cockroach summoner. He's
Awesome.
the teeny tiniest of the group.
All right,
And
and then we
other
head
stuff.
off. Head off to Fry.
Oh, I'm Fry, and I'm playing. Wait, no, this is the right campaign. Okay, yes. Hi, I'm Fry, and I'm playing the Dreadmunk Roberts, cute little chipmunk who has been through battle, absolute bulwark on the battlefield, and immovable protector of his friends.
All right, awesome.
I do not have a voice yet, but we will see what happens when it comes time.
We're gonna discover our voices together, you guys. It's gonna be
Just the
good.
deepest
Forward.
voice you possibly can do for this chipmunk.
Yes.
It's gonna be like we're teenagers again, discovering our bodies for the first time.
I
Oh
need this
my.
chipmunk to be James Earl Jones deep. All right, I need Darth Vader chipmunk. So, Fry, I hope you're ready. Yes.
am the chipmunk. Yeah, he's practicing at least.
It's practicing.
am your father.
Oh God.
Nah, that is not.
That's not part
That's
2.
That's not Human. Fry's old character.
Very old character who's also very dead.
Yeah, no wonder I fell into that one a lot easier.
Mhm. So, for those listening, these 3 players are actually going to be playing a non-equal party. So, Le Honk is going to be starting off at level 11. The Dreadmunk Roberts is going to be starting off at level 10. And Old Man, or Werthers, is going to be starting off at level 9. So, this group is going to be average, level 10, but the characters are not going to be all the same level, just for fun and flavor. So, where we're going to start, we're going to open up to this world. It is what we would imagine a very small continent, but to the inhabitants of this world, it is quite massive. It is a archipelago surrounded by a large island surrounded by multiple smaller outreaches or outcroppings of islands, in which there are many, many awakened animals. These animals range in both species and genus, but they all share one commonality, and that is a vast majority of them are small, meaning that they're usually underneath 30 pounds. It is exceedingly rare to see any awakened animal above that weight class. What we imagine maybe wolves, panthers, bears, anything of large, or what we might think of medium creatures in the Pathfinder D&D world, they just don't really exist. So this entire world and this continent has been developed and based around small creatures. So if you're listening to this and you're asking yourself, why is everyone medium? Why is everything just measured out in those normal feet? And if everyone's like a goose, a chipmunk, and a cockroach, it's quite simple. Everything's designed for these character sizes, and it's all relative. So a medium creature is about the size of a nene goose, being about 1.5 feet or so tall, and weighing only about 20 pounds. So with that, as we open up on that scene, we are at the main island. It is an interesting setup of a continent and how it has been formed. You can see that it has a very large mountain ridge spanning the center of the island, leading up to a volcano, in which you can imagine the island itself was born from. Think of the big island of Hawaii, where one large volcano spilled lava, and that just spilled out into the ocean, and thus the land was born. To the west of the island is a very tropical and very humid area, as the winds carry most of the ocean water eastwards. They hit the mountains and they precipitate down, but on the east side of this mountainside, it's very dry, leading out almost to a desert that touches the ocean. So in this case, think of like the Sahara, how the Sahara can actually touch the ocean. That's the eastern side of the island has that type of environment. So very arid on one side, as most of the precipitation falls before climbing the mountain range. Where we're actually going to be taking place at this point in time, we're going to catch up to the party. as the party at this point in time is going to be. Oop, come on. You guys are actually going to be mid-stride going through what is an elaborate manner, kicking out multiple lizards as they come and try to attack you.
Lizards?
So at this point in time, yeah, fairly like general like gecko to iguana-sized lizards. As you guys are raced up a staircase, like you huck a couple of them over a banister. It's very theatric, and what all these guards coming down. So tell me, as we zoom in and as we come into view of the characters in mid-action, how are each one of the characters doing with these Dynasty Warrior level fights? That's just guards are just flushing out at you, and you're racing up this staircase in the main hall.
I already have a question to torture the DM with.
Sure.
Are we supposed to be in this mansion, or are we breaking in?
You will get. You are breaking in at this
Okay,
point in time.
great.
So you are full on in fight mode, and you guys have busted down the doors and have charged through the front doors, and these guards are trying to stop you.
Got it. We're here, what some people might say illegally, but obviously to the party.
Some people might call it just.
Yeah, some people, aka the party, might call it just. Okay, so you see Le Honk charging up the stairs. If we are supposed to be battling these guards, he has his wings out. He is a mostly white with brown speckles along his body. Look up what a Nene Goose looks like. They're really cool. And as he holds out his weapon of choice, the Muckatiel, which looks like a club with some obsidian glass embedded into it, you see that his white flight feathers are dipped in red, and he goes, "Come at me, you bastards! You will not take down Le Honk!" And he's gonna go and club somebody.
Sure. And like Le Honk, I'm going to assume you're taking the vanguard position, just charging up these stairs, and you swing the Muckatiel like broadside, and you just hit him like a baseball, and you just send some of these just dozens of just flying through the air, some of them going over the banister, some of them landing on the chandelier and crashing to the ground.
Absolutely.
And the camera changes focus
Howdy.
to our other. I'm going to go with Old Man. Old Man, what are you doing at this point in time? Jenkins.
All right. Old man Jenkins or Old man Werthers is
Old Man Werthers.
what you see now is it would be a medium-sized, so large in the group's comparison,
Mhm.
topiary bush. It's it looks humanoid, and it's
Mhm.
kind of got like the greens are kind of look like bracers and like leg armor and chest armor with little kind of wingy things on them, and it's got a cape, and where its head should be is I'm gonna go with the pompadour for today.
Got it.
Okay, and it's just making hand signs towards the other two player characters while using one of its vines to just whip lizards out of the way.
Oh, excellent. So you just have the vine and it just reels back, and it comes down, you're smacking, and like Old Man hits a couple of lizards and just sends them into the sidewall, crashing into the plaster, cracking it as they go fall unconscious. From you just goes in and smacks them.
I'm thinking like kind of like one, like I think it was a Groot scene, except with less killing people.
Yeah. I that's the exact same scene I was thinking of, where he extends his arms and just throws them.
Yeah.
Yep. No. I love it. So yeah, and we then change focus to our final character, Dreadmunk Roberts.
All right. Dreadmonk's at the forefront. So your nice standard-looking chipmunk. Only he's seen battle, covered in scars, and something is off about his arm sticking out of plate mail. It's actually made of wood, but he's swinging it around just as flexible as if it was flesh. And while he's carries a club. He's not really using it. He seems to be whipping about with tree branches and whatnot, summoned seemingly out of nowhere to high effect.
All right. So, how do you deal with these guards that are coming down at you and trying to stop you from getting to the top floor?
Now it's time to get a quick refresh on my abilities.
I realized I also forgot to put the dice tray in the stream.
You
for the,
did?
not about time.
It pops up if we go to battle time, but just not in
It
game
does.
time. So
I'll fix
we'll
that break.
fix it in post. Absolutely not. There's no editing here.
Nah, don't worry about it.
All right. So this time it's gonna, with his wooden hand, he's gonna slap the ground, and thorny vines are gonna branch out right towards the guards. Let's
Sure.
see. How do I send this again? Man, out for a couple.
Oh,
weeks,
don't
I'm
worry.
forgetting. Okay.
Don't worry about that. If
Okay,
that's your
okay.
ability, yeah. Robert, you smack the ground, and all of a sudden, all this bramble shoots out from the floor as like the entire mansion rumbles, and all these guards get caught in this thorny mess, as it like they all kind of get stuck, and you guys are able to run right past them as they try to stop you, but it's just the more they try to move and fight with it, the more it just stabs into them, and they can't move or get pinned down by it. So, all right. That's basically where I wanted you guys to start out in. Oop, I need to drop something in. Put that boy in. All right. So, you guys make your way up the mansion. You fight your way through all these different guards, and you just are smacking them left and right, throw them in every which direction. They keep coming after you because they're just so desperate to guard from keeping you guys from getting to the top floor, the throne room, if you might say. And we're going to go there. So, you guys. Oh, it's loading in. We're using a brand new utility. Try clicking on the screen and refreshing it. Press the refresh button. Oop. Oh, technical difficulties.
No.
Well,
Oh,
from the player's perspective, we might be in trouble. It's
Don't
not
worry.
only is what we're facing potentially toxic, it's also venomous.
It's also venomous.
It's
There you go.
both.
Help fix the OBS.
Boop-a-doop-boop-a-doop-boop-a-doop-boo. Technical difficulties. Ha-cha-cha, ha-cha-cha-cha. I'm trying to be entertaining.
Trying to be entertaining. Well, I fixed something.
I think I know what happened.
There we go. There you go. Have a heart. More hearts. Just look at all those fucking hearts right there.
I forgot to change the prototype
Oh,
for the
it doesn't
token.
let me spam them. Can I please let me spam? Yeah, look at that. Look at that shit.
And boop.
Huzzah!
There it goes.
Alright, 1 second.
Let's hear. What else can I spam at y'all? I know it. We must bring Dylan Isis back.
And I will fix the cameras.
Don't worry.
Yes.
I'm gonna.
Yes. Give me.
All right.
oh.
All right. So as you guys enter in, and you crash through the doors into the throne room, or like the master's chambers of this mansion. You guys have fought your way through, and it's been a long and arduous fight because you fought through an entire estate to get here. And sitting at the throne room behind two of his guards, looking out past his throne, overlooking the lands out that window, draped in regal red, stands the Komodo King.
I told you, he's not only is he toxic, he's venomous.
Yes. And he hears you bash through his doors, and his guards stand at the ready. Their blades ready to be drawn, hands on their blades. As the Komodo King turns towards you and flares his like cape, and I think like a very theatrical moment, and he simply says, "You cannot stop me. I will control all that is warmth and light in this region."
Old Man Werthers flips him off. Just one of those like.
You do not belong here. You don't even know the meaning of warmth. You're cold-blooded.
Ha! I'm here to steal that of the Sun Throne and its warmth it radiates. It will be here for all of us monitor lizards.
Old Man tries to do like an interpretive thing of like sun rays coming down and for plants and like showing growth. So it's like
Sure. This is shrub like sitting there dancing,
kinda. Yeah.
pantomiming,
Yes.
just playing its own game of charades. Got it.
While being very intimidating.
Oh, I bet. Very intimidating. But with that, he's not going to stand for intruders. So I need you guys to roll me some of that goddamn initiative.
Woo!
Oh boy.
Okie doke. Yes.
Since I was talking with this guy, might I roll initiative with diplomacy or
Sure.
intimidation?
Yeah,
Also,
either or.
Mr. Game Master, can you put Old Man's token down?
I will.
Oh, it's the same as my initiative. Never mind. I'll just roll initiative.
Because Jenkins Werthers won't be in this fight. It's just Old Man.
Old man. All right. Perfect. Let's roll some of that goddamn initiative.
Ah, old
Crit.
man got a crit. Hell yeah!
All right. Oh, the old man got a crit, but he didn't. Oh, because he's not in combat.
I mean, is he not?
You know, because you wrote a perception check, not a initiative.
Well, you know what? I see everything really fucking good. Fuck you, 20.
Nah, it's okay. I'll edit it so it's what 34.
Yeah,
Where's old man? There he is.
put him right there.
All right. We start this boss fight off with That's it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, with old man. Old man starts it off for us.
All right. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Puts me there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Puts me there. Is that within my 10-foot reach?
These guys, no, it's two slots away for a 10-foot reach.
Yeah, they're just outside my 10-foot reach.
Yeah.
What could I do? Oh no, wait. I might have to. I might do a change of tactic. I'm getting used to this character again.
It's all good. I'm pretty sure that's why Phil had to start us off with a fight.
Yep.
If I go back 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that wouldn't work. Okay. Yeah, I'll just have him just run up here.
All right.
And that's. Yeah. No, that's it.
Okay. So it's Komodo Dragon or Monitor Guard. 1 is gonna be his turn. He's gonna come. Actually, his friend's gonna be busy with you. He's gonna charge in. So his movement is 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, he's gonna get into combat, but that's gonna be his turn. It's Roberts, your turn.
Hey, now it's my turn to figure out what all I can do. There's a lot of new toys.
Huh. You're a kineticist, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Huh. My suggestion is to turn on
Channel
your
elements?
aura. Yeah.
All right.
For listeners, I played a kineticist in our last game, so very familiar with the class.
Oh, gotcha.
There we go. That's what I want.
That's why I didn't take heavy armor proficiency, because I have hardwood armor. Oh, there it is. So yeah, channeling them elements. So there's one. What else do I got here? I think I'll summon fresh produce. I think that's just what we need right now.
Fresh produce.
Throw a tomato at him.
Yep.
Cabbages.
Cabbages.
I like the ragtime music you got going on.
This is Sing
Sweet.
Sing Sing Your Heart Out from Paper Mario. It's an overclock remix of the third boss song from Paper Mario.
Very good.
Yes. The last one you guys were listening to, the chase up, was a remix of Castlevania.
I love overclock remix.
So,
Yeah.
Fry, do you need some help?
No, there's so many different options.
oh yeah, the Kinesis is a huge class.
Yeah,
I'm laughing because the wooden fist spell that I took does less damage than my normal punch.
Mhm.
So I put fist on my fist to punch less hard.
You put those like sock'em things, the inflatable boxing glove things that kids
I
play
think
with.
so, yeah.
Yeah, that's
The
what happens.
blow up ones.
Yeah. But they're supposed to be like fiber based, so I'm thinking they're like paper lanterns.
they're
It's-
tatami mats.
They're giant bags of popcorn.
Oh.
Yep. That's what I'm doing. I'm summoning my hardwood armor, so
Okay.
fully armored in hardened wood, and I'm stepping forward alongside Le Honk. Actually, oop. Yes, let's just roll.
Apparently he's doing a dance.
He's doing a dance too.
Everybody's dancing just like
Okay.
me.
I'm just gonna take it a little bit further.
Okay.
Dance
Yeah.
some more.
Yep.
Dance the dance of life.
Dance.
Pardon us, viewers. We're still learning this foundry system. We totally got this.
Yeah, don't worry about it. All right.
That-
Stepped
that's-
up, hardwood
yep.
armor. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Next turn, the Komodo King is
The
up.
Komodo King.
Yeah. And he's on his throne right now. And he sees all of you. So let's track a few things. Oh, perfect. Yeah, he's just going to 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he's just going to stand at the top of his stairs and watch you guys get beat up by his guards. That's how little threat he thinks of you. So he just crosses his arms and just kind of maniacally laughs at all of you for this futile attempt for trying to stop him from taking what he believes is his. And if we go to Jacque,
Oh boy.
it's your turn.
It's my turn. Okay. When I rolled initiative, you heard Jacques very quietly under his breath goes, "I would like to honk," and he is going to rage.
Okay. Apply that effect.
Apply that effect. Hecky Becky. And since I'm in Mr. Tamai's aura, I get 2. Oh, I would replace temporary hit points. Is that how it works? I think so. I don't think temp hit points stack.
They do not.
I
Cool.
don't think so.
Cool.
But it does regen.
I'll take my temporary hit points, considering it's 15 and not 2.
Yep.
But I appreciate it, Tamais.
Of course, every little bit helps.
And since we were running up here, I'm gonna assume I already have my weapon drawn.
Yep. You guys can assume that.
Cool. Then I'm gonna smack him. Smack
right.
this guard.
Smack that guard.
Hiya. 24.
24 hits. Roll me the damage.
You see a very frosty club swing through the air and bonk this guy for 28 points of damage right on his noodle.
Jesus. Yeah, that's attack 1.
Oh god, I have... Let's go again, round 2.
All right, hit him again.
30...
That's a crit.
Yeah! Let's fucking go. Yes! On a critical
48.
hit, he is slowed 1.
48 damage. They honk. You come down and you hit this guard once. Like you bonk him with the muckatil, the flat side, broadside of it, and his head goes like forward. And you take the opportunity. You flip it to the blade side. You draw it back, and you grab all your strength, and you just come down on this guy, and you just split him down the side through the shoulder, and just kick him away as you do 1 more point extra than his actual remaining hit point.
Hell yeah!
This man is nearly bifurcated in that hit.
And then I look at the Komodo King and say, "You will be next, my friend." And I'm going to use my last action to go 25 feet forward.
All right.
Ha-ha!
All right, we're going to go to Monitor Guard. Next one. Oh, let me zoom in on this guy so you guys can see. So, he's going to be attacking Old Man. So he's just going to strike out at you. So, all of them coming at you. As he just goes all full blast at you. 24, 17, 22.
Nothing hits.
Yeah. So basically, this guard with his sword swings out and goes 1 strike, 2 strike, 3 strikes, just going in and trying to hit Old Man. And anytime it does connect, it just bounces off any hard piece of wood, and just sometimes gets stuck in a bramble of all Old Man bushes. So with that, we go to the top of the turn. It's Old Man.
All right. So if I use an attacking spell and then do an attack afterwards, do I need to put the map -5 on this second attack?
If you rolled an attack, yes. If I give you had
Okay.
a roll to hit, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Just wanted to double check. All right. Old Man's gonna hold out one of his palms and cast Splinter Volley at the dude in front of him.
All right.
So
Okay.
that's a 33 to hit.
A 33 hit hits.
That does 12 damage.
12 damage. All right.
Okay. And then he's gonna come in with a left hook and punch him.
All right.
16 probably misses.
16 does not hit. You hit him with a splinter volley, and you get a really nice hit in. But as he's cowering back from all the shrapnel you hit him with, you miss the follow-up punch.
All right, and that's my turn.
Oh. My soundboard just died on me.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'll compensate.
I'm not 100% sure why. That's a little weird. Here, let me try. Huh, that's weird. My entire
We're learning things.
thing just well, it's never done this before, so.
I swear this is the first time it's
I swear this never happens. to me
this
like
never
this.
happens to
I
me.
swear, I swear. Huh.
Quick, everyone, bust out your guitar, start jamming some tunes.
Give me one moment. Give me one moment.
Hold
Like I just lost all the.
on. This is all I have.
The
Oh!
hurricane stick.
It's all that's close at hand.
Excellent. Calming and soothing.
All right, I'm gonna go weird for a moment. Give me a second.
Okay, goodbye. Oh my god, Fry has a guitar.
He has a bass guitar.
Of course you do.
Where's my mouth harp?
I'm more prepared than Gimli, apparently.
Well, because this character doesn't need me to play instruments.
How does
I
mine,
keep
bud?
all my instruments out in my living room.
Same here.
Well, then it's clear that I'm not I'm not
There we go.
streaming from my living room. Now is it?
Yeah. For sure.
I don't know why the soundboard crashed. I just had to restart voice mod and it came right back.
Oh, weird.
Weird. But let's see. Old man. Oh, was the Splinter Strike 2 action
Yes.
attack? Okay. Then we
Yes.
go to Roberts. It's your turn.
Okay. The honk, you have all the fun.
What can I say, my friend? They cannot resist the honk.
Fine. So I can take one more step. Can't do the one that I really want to right now. 40 feet. Do you remember what the range is on Elemental Blast?
Depends on your blast, but mine was
Yeah.
30 as a earth
Dang it.
kineticist.
Yeah, looks like mine is 30. Okay, I just found something.
Did you not take... Oh! Are you purely a wood kineticist?
Yeah, I think so. I think I...
Did you take
Did-
versatile blast by chance?
You also took weapon infusion, which lets you
Yeah.
get the volley, so it gives you increased
Oh,
range.
yeah, weapon infusion. You could change it, and that changes your range increments.
Oh, hey, that's how that works.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
cool, cool.
I am now fully prepared.
All right.
I see it.
Oh shit! No!
Just in case.
No, you don't!
Oh, magic!
Okay, range increment 100 feet. No. Feet.
Curse you, Frame!
Mhm.
How dare you betray me?
What does propulsive do?
Allows you to add
Uh,
your strength modifier to the attack if it's a range attack.
Yep.
Half
Ooh.
strength modifier.
I was gonna say it makes you move forward,
It does. It actually makes the weapon move forward.
Okay.
because that's what propulsion is.
Yep.
Okay, let's.
And then if you scroll to the top of your action list, you can change the range.
Oh.
Hmm.
Okay, there it is.
It's like I've played the kineticist or something.
Or whatnot.
All right. So from his fleshy hand, he summons a wooden slingshot that takes aim behind him and fires away with a 31
31 hits.
and propulsive.
Oh yeah. Yep. So that's just regular hit. So roll me that
Okay.
damage.
Okay.
So it should be a regular blast attack, and then you add an extra, so one more to your strength, so it's a 10.
That is a 10.
Good.
Okay.
Because propulsive adds half your strength modifier to your range attack, while thrown weapons add your full strength modifier to your attack, and volley don't add anything.
Okay. So,
So.
there we go.
All right.
And
So that was
I
a free
should've
action
done-
and one attack. So you have 2 more actions.
I also move forward, so
One more then.
yep. Does that one do? No, no. Okay. Take it. We're not taking him in alive.
Doesn't seem like it.
Okay.
Now, like Honk's actions are to be the lead.
They're just. You said we're here for a just cause, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I'm doing. I'm going, or I think that's how that works. Can I chain infusion off this guy into the king?
If it's within range, yeah, go right ahead.
Okay. So that's within. So throwing that into the chat for reference.
Okay.
I guess I should technically have declared it before my attack.
I mean, go ahead for the right now. That's why we're
Okay.
doing this. So go ahead and roll me another attack with your multi-attack penalty to hit the king.
Okay. Let's do this. 30.
To hit the king, yes, that will hit.
Sweet deal. Oh.
Oh, very nice. 18 damage to the king. As you fire this slingshot and it hits the guard and it ricochets off the guard's head and smacks the king straight out in the forehead. So,
An acorn.
yeah, of course it is. All right. Chain of Fusion uses up that last action. It goes to the Komodo King for his turn. So, with that, he's going to take 1, 2, 3, 4. Stand there. And then, let me check one thing. All right.
I think we're about to get blasted.
You're about to get blasted. Yep. So, with that, I need. Let me double check the DC. I need fortitude saves from both Roberts and Jacque. I need DC 25.
Excellent.
Come on. Like the only way I could fail it.
Oh.
I got a 40.
Wow, we have a botch and a crit success.
Hell yeah.
All right, I guess Le Honk. I don't know how you like dodge out of this breath attack. Or
I think I just straight up use my wings to flap up above the breath attack. And then I just
Sure.
come back down, so I'm on the ground again.
yeah, you were able to withstand that, but Roberts take 29 poison damage.
I knew it. He
Ooh.
was poisonous. Just don't let him
Alright.
bite. Or that's a toxic breath, so don't let him bite you. Because then you're going to
Yep.
get venom.
And that will be his turn because it's a move and 2 actions to do that attack. So it's Le Honk's turn.
Oh man. It's Le Honk's turn. Do-do-do. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I can do a sudden charge.
Ooh.
Which means I could stride twice, and if I end my turn within melee of somebody, I can take an attack.
Do it.
Hiya!
Oh.
Attack! Attack!
All right.
27 to hit the king.
27 does hit the king.
Hell yeah. Let's go!
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, 27 misses. It's by 1 hit. I thought
Ah, damn. Alright,
Yeah.
well, in Le Honk's mind, he just did 28 damage to the king and he totally whiffed.
Oh, yes.
Alright, that was 2 actions. One more. Let's try and bop him again. This time, I'm going to actually target him. Like I'm supposed to. We're going to bop him one more time. Hiya! I missed.
Yeah. No, the king.
Big whiff.
After that breath attack, you come with a sudden charge. And for being a Komodo dragon, you think for how large he is, he'd be lumbering? No, he's agile. Like, you swing once and he dodges to one side, and you swing again, and he, like, flares his royal cape, and it, like, knocks your Mukateel away. And you just aren't able to land a solid blow on him.
Damn, I rolled a 5 and a 3, you guys.
Yeah. All right. Monogard's turn. He's attacking Old Man. Just like before. So, he's just going to start swinging. 29, 16, 21.
29 connects.
29 connects, take 16 piercing damage as he comes in and he stabs Old Man and actually lands a solid hit on him. And that's going to be the Monitor Guard's turn. We go back to Old Man.
Okay. I'm gonna take. It's action is a 5-foot guarded step, right? Although I don't
Yes.
think that's a thing in this, or is it?
Well, you run the risk if they have reactive strike. So
Okay.
if they don't have reactive strike, they can't hit you, but you don't know if they do or not.
Okay. Just want to make sure I'm lining this up correctly. No, from here. Perfect. All right. I'm gonna go there, and I'm gonna cast Timber.
Ah, Timber.
Very
Yep.
nice.
So a giant log just appears 15 feet in front of me.
Okay.
They need to make a DC 25 reflex save.
All right.
Or
roll it.
take that damage. Oh, that's sad damage.
So the Monitor Guard fails with a 17. The Komodo King passes with a 33. So the Monitor Guard will take 10 damage from that. As a tree falls on him, but the guard's like, "I'll save you, my king!" He goes, "Whack," as the tree hits him.
Splat. And that's
Monitor
what
Guard's still up, but all right.
he's a little flat right now.
He's a little. It's very much like cartoon Tom and Jerry. You squished him down slightly, so his head is in his shoulders a little bit, like
Yep.
an accordion. Yeah. But we go to Roberts. It's your turn.
Okay. All right.
Ricky.
So frustrated at that hit, Roberts is going to take a kneel and just punch the ground in front of him with his wooden arm as blood-drinking vines erupt from the ground.
All right.
As, like, use sanguinary violent roots.
Ah. I see. DC
Um,
29 Fortitude save, huh?
Yep.
All right. Fortitude save for the guard is a 19. He'll take that damage. And for the Komodo King, it's a 31. He passes.
Damn.
Okay. So the damage taken, half that is returned as health to the Honk and Old Man.
Okay. So roll me that damage for the Monitor Guard.
Okay. Ten damage.
10. All right. So the Monitor Guard takes 10 damage. Komodo King takes 5. And so 15, 7 goes back to Old Man and Le Honk.
Perfect.
How much goes back to us?
7.
7. Okay.
I haven't been hit yet, but I feel the wave of healing wash over me.
Mm-hmm.
Lizard juice. Oh, I don't say anything.
All right.
I pantomime a lizard
Mm-hmm.
drinking juice.
Fresh squeeze lizard.
Oh, hey. I also get 10 temporary HP.
It's the capsaicin lizard all over again.
No!
Yes.
All right, it's the Komodo King's turn. He's going to start taking a swing at Le Honk.
Bring it.
So, first one, he's going to swing at you with his mighty claws. 24 to hit.
Misses.
Misses. All right. Let's see. And he has... Let me measure something real quick. Oh, he does have a... He is with that. So, so he's actually now going to swing around really quick. He's going to try to hit Old Man with a 27.
Matches.
Matches. All right, take this damage. That's a 16 bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
As he gives you a good smack with his tail, and then he's going to turn around one more time, and he's going to bite down on Le Honk. 24 again.
Misses.
Misses. Le Honk, you dodge once, he strikes with you. He spins around, hits Old Man, and it comes back, and you see his jaw open. You see the venom and everything inside of it dripping out of his mouth. He snaps down, but you dodge out of the way. And the Komodo King misses, and it goes to Le Honk's turn.
You cannot hit the hog. The hog hits you. I swear this is not going to be the whole thing. I'm just having a lot of fun, you guys. I missed. I rolled a 4. No.
Yeah, it's a miss. You guys are just duking it out, missing each other, just parrying back and forth.
All right.
Neither one of you are able to land a blow.
I'm gonna try again. Here we go. There we go.
That's a
35.
hit.
Heck yeah.
Roll me that damage.
29 damage right to his snoot.
29 damage. And if I remember correctly, yes, the Mukateo has backswing. So next time you miss, if you do another attack, you get a +1 to when you swing with Mukateo.
Oh, you are correct. Okay, I
Yep.
will keep that in mind.
Anytime
Okay.
you miss, add a +1.
So that is the second time. Let's try for a third just for shits and giggles. Here we go. That's a critical
That's
miss.
a crit.
That's
miss.
unfortunate.
All right, he's gonna swing back at you. Claws
fair.
attacks. 38 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
All right, he's gonna swing back and he's gonna exchange blows. 17 slashing as you cut into him deep with your Mukateo, but he comes back as you're in mid at the swing, and he just hits you with his claws and slashes you.
You took out my temporary HP from raging, and I took 2 more damage.
All right, we go to the monitor guard at that point in time. So he's going to take a step in, continue it, trying to attack old man. So 18, 22, 15. I think all those miss still. Yeah, he's just trying to strike at you as much as possible and keep you away from his king. But it's your turn.
I'm gonna punch that lizard.
Punch that lizard.
21.
21 misses.
Okay. Punch him again. 22.
22 hits.
All right. Yeah, 16 damage.
16 damage, yeah.
Stop that.
Is he still vertical?
He's still vertical as he's like been swinging at you, but you just punch him again, and he's just like, now he's a little bit drunk from being hit so many times in the head.
All right, one more punchy.
17 misses. All right,
And that's it.
that's it. We go to Roberts.
Okay. So first action, since that was an overflow, I'm gonna re-up my aura.
Okay.
Second action, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I will use my final action to sustain the roots.
Okay.
So
Sounds good.
So that means lasts until the end of your next turn, and you can sustain the impulse. The first time you sustain the impulse on turns, you can repeat the effect. So once again, fortitude saves.
Fortitude saves. So let me get it. So fortitude save on the Komodo King. 25 for him.
Yep.
And the fortitude save for the Monitor Guard. 23.
Both fail. All right.
All right.
So that's 19 damage to each of them.
19 damage. Yep. All right. So
And we
with
heal
this-
half that.
with the roots coming out, you sustain them, and those sanguine roots shoot up out of the ground and pierce through the Monitor Guard, like straight up impaling him, and you kill him at that point in time, and he drops to the ground dead. So it's just you guys versus the king now.
Yes.
All right. So everyone should have healed at least 9 from the roots.
Back to full.
All right, it's Komodo King's turn. All right, at this point in time, he's going to make, let's see, let me check distance one more time. Nope, Robert is out of range right now. All right, he's going to hit you guys 2 claw strikes. So 1 to Le Honk. Let's see, and then a horn strike. That one's going to Werthers. And one more jaw strike. So, to Le Honk is a 22, to Werthers a 25, and 21 back to Le Honk.
Both
Any of those
miss.
hit?
Nope.
Nope, all of them miss. Yeah, so he just starts swinging around trying to hit any of you. And then next thing he's going to do. All right.
Layer action. Oh no.
So I need a reflex save from Roberts.
Oh
Ooh.
boy.
You have been marked as dinner.
Oh,
All right, it was
28.
26 is what I needed. You are now immobile. Oh wait, let's see. Oh, failure to take a 10-foot, negative 10-foot circumstance penalty to your speed, as he also summons all these different horrible tendrils to come out and grab onto you and weigh you down. He's not wanting to get any closer because he doesn't want to deal with you guys.
I'm just gonna
So-
look up at him. You're already trapped in here with us.
All right, that's gonna
Now
be
I'm
his
just
turn.
imagining a chipmunk in a car seat, looking,
Yep.
looking feral as fuck.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, it is now. It is now. It's 100% just an entire like baby Bjorn goes around Roberts, and he's just like stuck there.
He's just like,
Just the eyes are staring out.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, it's Jacques' turn.
Jacque. Okay. Jacque here is going to use moment of clarity where he takes a big, deep breath, and you see his feathers start to lie flat. And I will pause my rage. And then I will turn to the king and say, "Listen, my friend, we have taken out your guards. This fight is practically won. Why don't we sit down? We'll have a cup of ale. We can talk about this." I would like to try a diplomacy on him.
You sure?
To stop fighting us. I got a 35.
oh,
Okay,
pretty good.
so that's really good, and he's gonna drop his guard for right now, but he's still ready to fight you guys. So he's not gonna stop. He's 100% aiming to kill you guys, but I'm gonna give you guys a bonus for doing that.
Excellent.
Yeah. So this is a character who will not actually stop from killing you.
Okay, I had to
So,
try.
You,
So
you tried.
I have
but
one more action.
Yep.
Uh,
I'm going to put him into the off guard right now.
since
There you go.
since I used it to try and diplomacy him, I feel like it's kind of rude to hit him after I said please stop fighting.
Well, he essentially refuses. He's like, "No, I will keep the Sun Throne and all its powers to myself. There is no sharing, no diplomacy here."
I see how it is, my friend. And I wish you all the best with that. And then I'm gonna boop him in the snoot.
All right, do it.
Ah!
Ah,
Terrible! I
terrible
missed.
roll. All
I
right,
critically missed.
he's off guard, so he's not going to make that reaction strike. We're going to go back to Old Man.
All right, this is gonna be risky. All right, so I'm gonna go. Whoops. A1, A2, A3, 3, 4, and 5. Go there.
Ah, flanking. Excellent.
Okay. And he didn't take the attack, which means now I'm gonna cast another timber.
All right,
So DC 25 for him.
reflex.
Yes.
All right, that's a 23. He'll take that 16 damage.
As a tree falls on him, and as him being off guard, he also now is bonked in the head.
Can I get that bonk?
I
Sound the
don't
bonk
have
noise?
a bonk sound.
Oh, I would
Here-
do it, but
here
it
you
would
go.
stop. There you go.
There you go.
Close enough. Yeah. So you summon a tree from the ceramic and it just goes, "Ooh," wonk, and just hits him direct in the back of the head. Yeah. He's
Oh,
not as
does the-
squishy as his guard.
Let's see. Does flanking give you a +1 to damage?
No. It
No, just
gives
to
you
hit.
To hit, yes.
Okay. All right, that's me.
All right. We go to Roberts. You're stuck in these tendrils he summoned. So you have a -10 to movement right now.
That's all I need. I will slowly trudge forward. 1, 2.
Baby Bjorn dragging
This
behind
baby
him.
board. What? He's like lifting one foot, pivoting, lifting the other foot, pivoting,
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
as if he's in a full body cast.
Yep. All right.
Oh my god, I love Foundry. It updated my temporary HP automatically.
So, second action, I'm going to. Oh. What's the difference between agile and forceful?
Great question, I never memorized it.
Okay.
I'll take a look.
If I remember correctly, forceful allows you to hit. To hit an agile is like a finesse weapon. They give. If you do multi attacks, they have a lower multi attack penalty.
Okay.
Yes, that is it.
All right.
I think forceful or extra damage.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. So then I'm going to elemental blast. This time, the spear that Robert is already holding turns into an even bigger, woodier spear as he brings it down for the
Alright.
bomb.
All right,
25.
25 hits.
All right. 17 damage.
17 damage. All right, forceful. If you make a second attack, it gains circumstance bonus equal to number of damage die you do. So
Oh,
if you have the forceful, the next attack you do, if it hits, does 3 extra damage.
gotcha.
So it builds momentum. That's what it is. So every time you do it, you get more damage.
Yeah.
Looks like.
I'm going to re-up the vines for my third
Alright.
action.
So
9
another
fortitude.
fortitude. All right. That's a 24. All right, he'll take damage from that.
All right. So as the vines
17 damage. Yeah, they
Big
spear
heal.
into him and heal 8 for you guys.
Nice.
I
Alright, but
feel
he's
the
still
healing
up.
wave.
Even after that attack.
everyone gets 2 temporary HP if they don't already have any at the beginning of my turn.
The Foundry filled that in automatically for me. So-
Yes.
Hey, go Foundry.
Does it go into? Okay, it goes. I see where it goes.
Mm.
I see.
All right.
Oh no, that's elevation.
Oh, right. I'm down to
Oh,
2. So
it doesn't have it on your character icon, but it automatically updates in your character sheet.
Okay, so if I
Yes.
just put the 2 there, it'll subtract from there.
Yes.
Yes, I believe so.
Okie doke.
All right. Komodo King's turn. So he's going to make 3 attacks. So
Let's
we're
go.
going to go clockwork order. We're going to go Old Man, Le Honk, and Roberts. So
Bring it, nerd.
all right. Oh wow. Okay. He rolled really well in the first attack. 37 to hit, Old Man.
Ow. That is 10 above is a crit, isn't it?
It is.
That'd be a crit.
Ow. Ow.
All right.
Ouchies. I don't
That's
like
34
that.
damage onto Old Man.
Jesus.
The Honks was a 17 to hit, and
That's a
for-
critical miss.
Is it critical miss?
Yeah,
All right,
by
the Honk, you'll be able to.
27.
oh.
All right, and then next before we resolve that one, I need it's a 28 to hit Roberts.
28. Damn, that's a plus
28.
1. And strike me. Darn. Okay. Sorry, I was looking at my armored rebuff. I couldn't tell if it was me or an ally that
Mhm.
was critically missed. It's only me though.
Okay. So 28 hit you.
Yep.
Okay. So damage to Roberts 27 damage to Roberts. Le Honk, give me a reaction attack for the critical fail.
Huzzah! Hiya! 31
hits. Roll that damage.
26 damage.
26. Yeah. So, the Komodo King does like a back, a roundhouse kick backwards and hits old man with his back claws, goes in to try to like smash into Le Honk, misses, and then snaps at Roberts and gets a good bite in. But Le Honk, you dodged out of the way and you calm down with the Mukateel and you nail this man. Straight on, how do you do this?
Oh, so I like to imagine that Le Honk uses one wing to balance the Mukateel, and his other, I imagine he has weird feather fingers, don't question it, to hold the end, and he lines it up like a cue ball, and just cue balls his head with the Mukateel.
You do realize Mukateel is in the front or flat, right?
Yeah, I do, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, I understand, but
Okay.
he still lines it up like a pool shot and just uses his head is the cue ball.
All right, I just wanted to make sure you understood what it was shaped like. All right, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you smash the Komodo King's head, and he drops to the ground. And so, I'm gonna move this point. Let's move here, and I'm gonna move you guys to the town as you guys hear from the crowd an entire roar of applause as the puppet, the very large Komodo dragon puppet, falls to the ground from Le Honk hitting it, and it drops. It goes, and you see just a bunch of like different actors on the stage, laying there. As you guys, as like, yep, yep. It was a 100% play taking place in your guys in the city of Nola. So everyone, it's a big amphitheater, and people are clapping for the end as Le Honk, you finish off the Komodo King, and the narrator off to the side begins to discuss the ending of the play. Very much like old-timey medieval plays, where there's just someone now who's just going to tell you guys the end and how it ends. As like the rest of everyone just starts clapping. Everyone's just enjoying themselves.
And that is
seeing
how
the
the
actions.
Sunlight Star streamers kicked the Komodo King's ass, I mean butts.
Yeah, basically. So, yeah. And so you guys find yourselves in your mentor's hometown right now. Put on a play for their, I would say it's like their Grand Diamond Jubilee. Like age-wise, they're not quite sure of your mentor's age, but they've been around in the city of Nola now, going on over 115 years.
Oof.
Wow.
So this is their like, oh, you've been here, and this is the anniversary of them, like the earliest, like the date when they were first recorded being in the city records. So, and
Almost.
you actually can see your mentors out in the back of the audience. She's still bigger than most of the individuals here, but by using magic, they've shrunk down quite a bit so they can fit in the town.
We finish up the play, and I will go ahead and make my way to our mentor.
Yeah.
Tish.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll follow along.
Sure.
I clean up some of the stray branches first, and then I catch up.
Yeah. So you guys head over, and people like greet you and say how wonderful of a play that was, and how much fun they had seeing this production value. You guys like high five the hamster puppeteers who are actually managing the giant Komodo puppet. So there's like 6 or 7 of them that were all operating the different levers that control the hands and the feet. You can see them kind of like winding up or clearing up confetti that was the dragon breath. He
Is this
spat out.
like 3 goblins in a trench coat sort of situation?
Yeah, it's very much like this was a giant. You've seen those giant animatronic animals that some people, like some cities have for carnivals, where there's someone piloting it. This is it. It was a giant Komodo dragon puppet that a bunch of hamsters were piloting for the play. Like half of it was always off screen because it was all rigged to the actual building because of how big it was. But all the individual pieces, like how the mouth moved and the eyes, that was a bunch of hamsters doing that and actually working that.
The hamster working the head Le Honk will go, William, I hope I did not hit you too hard. I tried to hit the puppet and not you. You okay, yes?
Ah, yeah, it's fine. We've been doing this for so long, it's okay.
Excellent, excellent. Good
Oh,
job,
yeah.
William, good job.
Were we
This-
on the stage or were there actors pretending to be us?
No, that was you guys acting.
Oh, okay.
You guys got to be the actors in this stage play.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Now, that was 100% you guys. Like, essentially, you came back for this Grand Diamond Jubilee, and part of your input or what you're doing for the celebration is that you got all three of you got roped into acting this play. The play of the Komodo King and the Sun Throne, which is a very old play that is usually performed at least once a year in the town. Because how much people enjoy it. It's a story of heroism about three adventurers who find a very dystopian country and decide to stand up for the people who are being oppressed. And yeah, it ends in a climactic final battle where they charge at the Komodo King and take back the Sun Throne, the Sunstone that controls the warmth and the power of the kingdom, and are able to save the people. So
Alright,
it's a very classic fantasy romance story.
Now
Okay.
remember, children, the hand signal that old man did, that is a grown-up hand signal. You must be at least 18 years, adult years, in order to use that hand signal. Isn't that right, Tish?
Yeah, all
old
the little
man
children
is-
grown up, and they're all flipping all you up.
Oh, God.
No, old man is behind Le Honk going like,
Yeah.
Yeah, as you guys are walking by, it's just a gaggle of children flipping you off. Like, grown up signal, grown up signal.
uh, as
Yep.
as that's happening, I will say that old man reaches into what looks like a pocket and produces a butterscotch and just gives one to the kids. Here you go, kiddies. Enjoy the festival.
Sure, they all kind of scrabble to get it. And they're like, don't symbol. They run off into the festival.
Flipping off random passerbyers as
Yeah.
they go.
Yeah.
Robert is
Yep.
just chuckling to himself as they run off and giving them the one finger salute as well. Just
Mhm.
aw.
Yeah. So they run off into the festival and the carnival that's going around town right now.
Robert,
So-
I don't think you're supposed to flip off the children.
Fine, they started it.
You know, you're supposed to be the one that's older, yet somehow I seem wiser than you. Odd.
One thing I've learned: you just don't let go of that youth.
I think our
I
friend,
once knew what youth was.
here has much to learn. Isn't that right, my friend? I say to Tish.
Yeah, she's like, as Tish is finally able to make her way to you guys, and in her old age, she kind of moves a little bit slower, but still spry enough. And she's oh yes, always on the path of learning, now aren't you?
And never stop, even if you
No.
want to. Even if you want to. Well, I remember when my first brood. Oh Lord, before they went off into the world. Oh man.
You were a father.
Yep.
I
I'm a
did
great
not-
great great grandfather at
I
this
did
point.
not know that.
I am a little afraid.
Well, some of us have very short lifespans before we were awakened.
Yes, but hundreds, if not thousands, of younger Werthers out there in the world.
I didn't say they're all smart.
I think it is beautiful that you are a great grandfather.
Yeah. As long as you don't go too close.
There's just one other waking cockroach just yelling "Buy on margins." No, man.
Shut the hell up, Jimmy! Anyhow, I told your pappy to raise you.
Buy on margins. That's what I always say. Make a 0-day call.
Oh, you slip of disappointment. I wish his grandfather actually awakened.
Don't worry about securities. It's all good.
I swear.
Every
To the moon.
every family has a Jimmy. I swear.
Or at least 7. I think Schmimmy over there is trying to run the housing scheme.
So Tish, you will of course be my dancing partner for the afternoon dance festivities. Yes.
Oh yes, I've been just waiting for it at this point in time. I've been like
Excellent,
saving up
excellent.
and so trying to stretch out a bit.
Of course. And this will be the year that I take Dance King from you.
Oh, you better watch it. I've come up with another great one. It's called a Macarena.
I remember the Macarena.
Yes, well, I have been working on my jazz squares, so we will see who will take the title of Dance King or Queen.
What are we gonna see next? Some square dancing?
Oh, you know it, my friend.
Oh, that was okay.
How does one dance in a square if you start in a dance circle?
Oh,
That's a
Roberts,
good
I know I
question.
taught you that. You know geometry and how to do a dance square.
No, Tish, you taught me. You taught me how to do the dance square, remember?
Yeah.
I could have swore I taught him what a square was, though.
Yeah,
Well,
the square is someone who doesn't have fun.
That's right, actually. Very true.
I swear, I think you need to be harder on that boy.
Oh, yes, that's true. Roberts, I need a perception check.
Oh
From you.
boy. Perception check. 37?
That's real good. So, Roberts, what happens is that you feel like Tish walks over to you, and when Werther says you gotta teach that boy right, or and then keep teaching him, you feel her like pat you on like the shoulder on the back, and you definitely felt that she put something on you.
Right. I will try to nonchalantly reach back and feel for what it is.
Sure, it's a classic like kick me sign that's on the back of your armor, but you're like, ha, I got you this time as you step in something.
Oh.
Ha, you didn't think you'd get the double prank now, did you?
Not today.
Well, you got still so much to learn now, don't you?
Yes, I do.
That reminds me, Master Tish, are we still going to go try the different food stalls?
Well, you know it. Well, I got to like energize up a bit for the dance competition.
Oh, okay, I hear
Of
they
course,
got
of course. I heard that was called carbo loading. It's supposed to be very good for your health.
carbon
I don't know if it's good for
loading.
my health, but I know there's fried food out there, and I'm going to get it.
Aw, heck yes. I shall join you.
Yeah.
I hear they have deep fried honeycomb this year.
Roberts
Ooh.
was growing cabbage in his wooden hand and was about to hand it off when he heard deep fried. He's like, oh.
Oh.
Do not worry, my friend. We shall have your fresh greens when some other time. He's hurrying away from the vegetables.
That sounds like an innuendo.
I meant it to be, I say, flashing my tail feathers.
Oh, one of these days that boy will get better at innuendos. But nonetheless, I think there's fried goods for us to have now.
I hand off the cabbage. for
Yippee-ki-yay.
Sure. Did you guys escort Tish off to the food stalls for the festival? So, I mean,
I'm leading them.
yeah,
by the way.
Deep fried honeycomb. What else do you find at the food stall?
First squeeze lizard.
Fresh squeezed lizard.
I hear this is the best squeezed lizard yet.
Oh,
They got newts.
Oh, I
I'm
do
so
love newts.
I'm so good that you enjoys that, Werthers. I'm sure that is A delicacy.
Well, if you look
Does it-
over here, there's an even bigger delicacy, and he's just pointing to a trash can. All sorts of good stuff in there.
Oh, I'm sure there is for your kind. I'm sure there is.
What's that mean? Excuse me. I don't say. What does that mean?
What I do think he meant is that you got trash taste Werthers, and we've known this for a long time.
Oh. Oh yeah, that's true.
You got taste in trash, and you got trash taste in literature. You got trash taste in so many other things.
Okay, you know what? It's not my fault. The Twilight was a really good read.
Well, I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Well, I know. There's Pimmy. You're sitting right there.
I'm trying to. Oh,
Excellent.
I know. Le Honk, because I just keep thinking about how geese eat a bunch of, like, grass from people's lawns. Le Honk finds some sort of grass clipping funnel cake.
Oh yeah,
Or a concoction.
I assumed he was eating like a cotton candy made out of grass.
Oh,
Okonomiyaki.
that too.
Yeah.
All three of those.
All of them. He just has it like
Grass
"Arr, arr."
okonomiyaki, grass wheat, like
Yep.
wheat stock cotton candy, and funnel cake made out of delicate lawn clippings, topped with dandelion flowers.
Mhm. Yeah, excellent. And
Now, what are you getting there, Roberts? More nuts?
No, of course not. He's got like 3 empty bags, and his cheek pouches are just bulging.
Yeah, yeah.
That sounds like somebody with nuts in his mouth would say.
Tish is like, oh, someone who wouldn't say or couldn't say we got nuts in his mouth. Huh?
What?
That's what I thought.
Just behind Roberts.
Gonna pull out 1 honey roasted peanut, offer it to Werthers. They're pretty good.
Ooh. Well, thank you kindly. I will offer a sliced honeyed apple.
Oh, excellent.
This one's
So-
special.
Goes in the cheek pouch.
Would anybody like a bite of this wheat stock cotton candy? It is very delicious.
Sure.
Excellent.
I'm gonna
Robert-
take a disproportionately large bite.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Robert's tries,
Excellent.
but there's just a bunch of nuts in blocking the way.
Yeah, there is.
Are you gonna have space when we go by Pete's nuts?
Of course. I mean,
I think he's there with his sister Brazil.
Oh. Let's see.
Macadamia might even be there too.
The new
you see at the
game, the new star game is can you get Shawnee to do a spit take on stream?
Yeah, you see Robert's actually trying to swallow all the nuts.
Well, be careful. Too much nuts down the throat is a bad situation. Gets clogged really quick.
You're gonna have to make
Okay.
Tish give you the Heimlich again.
Oh, don't worry. He's had plenty of nuts down his mouth. He's fine.
Wait, I might have a blood booster that might help you out.
Don't worry. He's good. I don't think he needs a blood booster.
Oh, wait,
It's
no,
just
no,
eating
no.
like a.
I got a
A
numbing
sandwich.
tonic. That will be better. Get rid of that gag reflex.
Oh God. Okay, please note it only took us an hour and a half to get to these sorts of jokes.
Hey, we're doing better than usual.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's true. Usually we start the podcast
Yep.
with these kinds of jokes.
Our average time is what, 3 seconds?
Usually. So, but yeah, as you guys go about throughout the carnival/festival, you go through all the food stalls. It's all delicious. There are even like basic like carnival rides. If you ever seen them, they're like old like Ferris wheels used to be like man powered, where someone actually had to push the Ferris wheel. Someone actually has like a merry-go-round, but it's powered by an actual like a couple actual awaken animals who are like actually pulling it to get it to work and everything like that. All these fun things, just fun carnival-esque type things going around the entire day. It's a pretty like fun event. Eventually, like dusk comes and the city gets lit up by basic like incandescent lights, and like the dance floor gets cleared at this point in time for the competition.
All right.
So
You will appreciate my newest move. It'll be spectacular. It'll blow you away, Trish.
all right, give me a performance check.
Okay.
Didn't he say it was the jazz square?
I want to make a note that it is an attempt to combine square dancing with jazz squares. Because they're both square, obviously.
Yep,
My-
the beats are completely wrong.
Yep,
My
completely
brain
wrong.
is not processing that.
Listen. I got a 27.
All right, Le Honk, you get out those jazz squares and you start ripping up the floor. And people are like, woo! And then Tish like slides out, like she puts away her cane and then starts sliding out with the Macarena. People are like, oh! Like you can see the entire crowd start rush out to the floor and follow her.
Very, very clearly Tish is beating Le Honk. I want to note, Le Honk is not dexterous. In fact, I think I have a -1 in dex. So he doesn't dance with precision. He dances with his heart.
Yeah. So, I mean, eventually this competition breaks down to just people dancing on the dance floor for most of the night after this competition, quote unquote competition, is over. And just people are enjoying the music, enjoying the dance throughout the night until nightfall fully like comes, sun's down, and to cap off the night, it's a firework display that people get to watch from the town square to celebrate this grand diamond jubilee. So,
Okay, Tish, I must admit, you win the dance competition. That's really just between me and you. I hand over the golden crown. It's just a little wooden crown pin painted gold.
yeah, of course.
For you, my queen.
Yeah, she's like, well, one of these days you're gonna win it back. I'm sure you will. But until then, I still got the moves, and you still haven't beat me.
We will see about that. I've been working on a new tail move, and I start swishing it back and forth. You just wait.
Oh, I'll be waiting, but I'll probably still be disappointed. Huh? Come
the grandma, she has sass. I see where it is.
All right. So, as like different firework displays start going off and everything like that, so the camera in this case pans up towards the night sky and everything like that, and when we cut back, it's back at the town at this point in time, and I'm gonna say, actually, I'm gonna ask, which one of you three would be the last to arrive in town? Do you think, if you're given a summons?
It wouldn't be Werthers. He lives outside of town.
Roberts is in town, but he's also
You might have to
Out-
get closer
out
to your
frequently.
mic, Fry. You're very
Oh.
quiet.
sorry. Roberts lives in town, but he's out and about frequently, helping up and coming adventurers. So possibly him.
Okay.
I think it might be between Roberts and Le Honk, because Le Honk is a traveling entertainer.
So I'm gonna say Roberts then, because Le Honk can fly.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
So,
And
all right.
I'm just a chipmunk wearing armor.
So we get to we cut back to now it is Roberts. It is probably early morning as you're rolling back into town, and you have in your hand the letter or the message that was delivered to you. The wax seal open, and it's a summons to come back to Nola. A couple years have passed since the Grand Jubilee, and the summons is basically saying that it is to all remaining students and family members that you are required to return to Nola because your master has passed away. And you all are asked to come watch vigil over her cremation. So, we are going to get to that scene after a quick break. Let's come back at 8 50 in 10 minutes.
I would say
Nope.
woo, but that's a real heavy note
that's
to
a bummer.
end on.
That's a bummer right there.
We will be right back.
Oh, that's fair.
And we're back.
All right.
We're back for sad
Alright.
times.
I forgot to I forgot to add the dice tray. One sec before we
Oh,
start out this game. One second.
Okay.
technical difficulties.
I shall entertain people with the cucumber. Look at that cucumber.
Beep beep beep
that.
beep 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 beep.
Ah-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You might be sad about the cucumber, but the cucumber is forever. Always pickle. It will always be pickles. Yeah. We're professionals. We've been doing this for a time. Oh, the thing just moved across the screen.
Right?
I gasp.
I definitely know how to work OBS. Definitely. Philip doesn't
Yup.
set it up for me, and then I just press go. I definitely know how
No.
to work it.
No, that's
There we
silly.
go. Now everything should be working fine.
Good job, good job, good job.
All right. That's. I was like, we had to do something at the break. What was it? I'm like, oh, the dice tray. I forgot.
Meh.
This
Oh,
is
no,
what
now-
happens when you get people talking about chickens. I swear to God. They get
Yeah,
to
that
chickens
does
and they just
happen.
go chicken brain, like chicken, 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 chicken,
Mhm.
chicken, chicken, chicken. Mhm.
You were really close, Obi-Wan. You were so close.
Dang. I feel like I should be MVP this round.
Maybe. We'll see.
You know what? At the end, if I don't do a spit take, I'll give you a gold star anyway, just for being the closest.
Oh my.
So goddamn close.
It's like
Can
it's like
you-
a
Feel it.
no, it's like a straight razor shave. Close and smooth.
Smooth. Anyway, let's get back to the sad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sad time.
All
With
right. So
With that voice. Yeah.
yes, chickens. We're talking about chickens, but right now there are no chickens in this current scene. We got a goose, we got a cockroach, we got a chipmunk, and we have a dead mentor.
It's very sad.
Why? We got a goose, we got a chipmunk, we got a cockroach, and a dead
Dead man.
person. Time to be sad, bitches. Oh, okay.
Darn. All right. So where we left off is Roberts is actually coming back into town. So you're wandering back through the streets, and as you come back, I would say this message arrived to you probably a couple days ago, and it's taking you this long to get out of the forest, drop off your recruits, and then run back to town as fast as you can, or hitch a ride or anything. And as you enter the town of Nola, normally Nola is a fairly vibrant port city. It sits on the southern end of the continent, west of the mountains. So it's like warm and pretty humid. This is the reason why Tish actually settled here, because it just, she liked the weather the most. And like I said, nice, colorful town, but today, as you wander through the streets as the city begins to wake up, you notice that a lot of that color has been covered up. So a lot of people hang black over their door thresholds. You can see that, like, even the clock tower has been dressed in black. People wear either black veils or black armbands. It is a city very much in deep mourning for what has just befallen them, because as you may also know, and all the rest of the party knows, while Tish was your guys' mentor, she was very much a huge staple of the city. And losing this very big matriarchal figure has taken a toll based on all the citizenship here. And you're called into basically like the main gathering hub that most of the students always meet whenever they get called into town. It is actually I would say it's like a drinking hall that's actually on Tish's estate outside the city. So it's one where Tish's estate, when you get there, it is a very pleasant, like, farm, farmstead. I think very much in the sense of like the southern Mississippi Delta. It has oak with moss hanging over the trees, Spanish moss, that type of thing. It's a very picturesque area that she lives. I'm actually going to drop you guys in for right now, just into the map. So let's just put Jenkins in there. And Roberts,
Good
and
thing
let's
there's no
put Tamais.
kudzu, or then we'd have a real issue.
Yeah.
Everything would be covered, just covered by kudzu. It's not really a
So-
joke. That's just a plant that does that in the South.
Yeah,
Oh, I had no idea what kudzu was, and I thought it was a joke, so I didn't want to go, what's kudzu? In case it was a
Not
these
kudzu,
nuts joke.
kudzu.
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 Be mixed up
Yeah.
with a kazoo. That is a menace of a different kind.
Mm-hmm. But it's not as delicious as the katsu.
True,
Very
katsu is
true.
fucking delicious. Give me some chicken
Alright.
katsu. I'm fucking there, baby.
We got 3. That's all that we needed for that joke.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
Jokes run in threes.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. And so when you arrive, Roberts, to the estate, you see that at this point in time, probably in their later years, Tish had been taking up apiary, or turned the part of her estate into an apiary. So she had been like collecting honey and managing honeybees and different types of bees, actually, for the town. So just to help out with like harvest and everything like that, she was trying to grow a better population of pollinators. And so that's where you'll meet up with the other 2 students who are at the meeting/drinking hall on the estate. And I don't know if I said it, but this is very much like you have to be a student to be allowed here. So people who live in town, they don't come on the estate, don't step foot on the estate, and they definitely don't go into her house or any one of you guys' studios or the drinking hall. So this is very much meant for like the family to use.
Is this just like a little meeting hall? Her body is not present, correct?
No,
Okay.
her body's not present. So this is just the meeting hall on the estate. Her body is being prepared right now.
Okay.
Yeah, as I approached the stage, and I was like, huh, Tish, this is good and a little far for a joke. Huh, you really got me.
It's
Tish.
sorry. It's not a joke this time around.
No, I am very sorry, my friend.
No, it has to be. She's always here.
Jacque,
Everything has time, and when it's time for them to go, it must be. That is the natural way of our world.
Jacque, who is already at the bar and already has a drink, pours one for Roberts and hands him an appropriately sized glass of nice-ish ale.
Roberts will just toss it back and just kind of sit, process for a moment. I won't believe you till I actually see her. Till then, is that you in the? No, not in the ceiling this time.
They are preparing for the ceremony now, apparently.
Yep. Hickory smoked I heard.
Oh boy. And he
Sounds
slugs
just-
back another drink.
Yeah, no, I'm taking a drink, just like trying to lighten the mood. It's a little heavy for an old cockroach like me.
It is not a fun time, I think.
Unfortunately, no. Although, do you remember that time when the master taught us how to fight the bears and we had to go up into the mountains, and the bears were just like, "Hey, what's up?" And then we kicked them in the butt. That was a good one.
Also, I think your cockroach mind might be a little elder to my friends. The bears, they did not talk, remember?
Didn't they?
No large animal talks besides, well.
There was that one bear, but it was a little small.
Oh. It might have been the mushrooms that I ate before the hunt. Does that mean I get a star now?
Where there's just trip balls for the entire memory.
What did I tell you about?
Well, he's he's a fucking herbalist. He's just like, hey, check out this mushroom. What's it do? Nom. Oh. Wonder how I can use this. Hey, are those
gotcha.
bears talking as I kick their ass?
Oh,
Weird.
did I ever tell you guys I went to space?
Did I tell you that I met the king of the Martians? His name was Theodore.
John Carter.
John Carter Theodore. He once told me that an entire spaceship made out of crack cocaine.
And take me to his planet made out of meth. I don't know what any of those are.
I would like to think that this whole conversation is in canon while me and Roberts are like, do you think he's eaten another mushroom? Or
Would you
four?
like some of my? Would you like some mushroom bites that I prepared? They've got feta cheese in them.
I'm good, my friend.
I'm not feeling savory right now. Appreciate the offer.
Hold on, I have a thing for this. There we go.
Oh my god.
Well, he said savory, and it's a savory snack.
Yep.
All right. So you guys reminisce a bit at the meeting hall, and I would say an hour or two pass after Roberts arrives. The town finally is like fully awake and up and running again because he arrived probably early in the morning for you guys. And there is a knock at the door.
Hold on.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Perfect fully work.
Perfect.
Jacque will go and answer the door.
Sure. There is a sparrow wearing a messenger's cap and has a little side bag, and he hands you a message.
Thank you very kindly, my friend. I'll give him a silver piece.
Sure. I was like,
What
"Where's
is
your
it,
tip?"
a honk?
It is a message. I shall read it.
It's a letter? What letter is it?
I think it's
A
you.
bee.
I hope it's a bee.
For my
No, the
butt.
bees are outside.
Oh, my friend. You'll make this old heart warm again. Now I shall read the letter, and this will probably make me sad again. Folds out the paper. And it
Sure.
says, and I quote,
Yeah. So letter reads out. It's a message from the mayor, Mayor Nikki of this town, or the city of Nola, and he basically is. It starts with the place like, I hope this letter finds you well, so on and so forth. The students of Tish, as we are preparing for this ceremony after the viewing, I request that you come to my office before the viewing of the ceremony, so we can discuss procedures in the ceremony and the burial that Tish, how should I say, requested, is what he says.
all right, gang, it seems like we have a meeting to attend. Let us look our best and our sharpest. I said, downing the rest of my ale, whatever is left.
I just hop on the old man's shoulder.
Sure.
All right, I'm ready. Oh, wait. I'm going to change old man to be... Their leaves are going to look more like a three-piece suit.
Okay.
And they
Excellent.
have a... They have a little bowler hat on top of their head, made out of leaves.
Perfect.
Beautiful, old man. You look very dapper.
He's old man nods and Werthers interpretates. Interpretates?
Interpretates?
That's not a
Interpretates.
fucking word. Oh wow. Okay,
Interpreter.
it's that time of night. Interprets. Ugh.
Interpretate.
He said, oh, old man says, thank you kindly.
Remember, kids, the word of the day is interpretates.
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 Are you coming, Roberts?
Oh, yeah, 1 second. And Roberts will reach behind the counter and grab a couple bottles and just shove them in his cheeks for later.
You know, that's actually pretty obvious. It'd be less obvious if you put it in a bag.
Like my backpack, I say with Le Honk's
Or
little backpack.
the backpack that you actually have on your back there.
He grabs 2 more bottles, puts 1 in each backpack.
Perfect. I'm adding alcohol to my inventory as we make our way to.
I don't know what I was hoping for.
All right.
Okay.
Let me check something. Please.
We're going to walk and talk
Yep.
about somebody's last will and testament.
Perfect. That's a character one. All right. So you guys head back into Nola from the estate, and just like what Robert saw, the town is very much drab and black right now for mourning, and the people who are out also wearing black in their what's that word? I'm trying togetherness. What's that? There's a term for that. Like they
boy.
all, nonetheless. There's a word for it when everyone joins in on something, like a unity, togetherness type of thing.
Got it. They're all in mourning and all sad
Yes.
together.
sad.
Synergistic meetings?
Was that?
Team building synergistic meetings?
Maybe.
Yeah, that's definitely it. Absolutely.
Definitely what it is.
I don't think it's bandwidth.
Solitude together.
Ah,
solidarity.
There you go. Solidarity.
Solidarity. That's what it is. Solidarity.
We got there.
Yeah, we got there. So they're all that's happening, and you head into the mayor's office, and like every other house currently every other like government building in town, there was actually a portrait of her, like a nice painting, like just somewhere, just like they always liked having one of her because she's always been here, and that one's also covered in black now. So the secretary sees you guys and like usher you guys in, telling that the mayor's just been waiting for you guys, and takes you to the mayor's office. And you enter in, and it's a functional office. It seems that like how politics here has gone, more or less like politicians and public servants very much stay public servants. They're not grandiose. The way that the townspeople have always viewed it is that they're just there to manage the day-to-days of the town. So it's pretty basic. Like it's a nice and functional, really nice desk and everything. And sitting at the desk, writing away and scribing away at a piece of paper, signing documents, is a toucan, and this is Mayor Nikki.
Old man's gonna lay his hand across the desk, and then pantomime to Werthers. Yep, that's what I thought. Mahogany. Fresh mahogany. Well, not so fresh. It's pretty dead. Can't be fresh mahogany, but it's a good mahogany nonetheless.
Nikki, it is very good to see you, even under these somber circumstances.
Jacque, it's good to see you too. I'm glad that you students were able to come back in such a short amount of time. Well, of course you would be here, whether you live here.
Yep, that's me.
So, as you can see, the town is very much the morale was very much in shambles, as you can see. And it's something that no one really expected or saw coming. So we're all trying our best to keep everyone together and keep the city functioning from the shock of everything.
Absolutely. I know it is decorum, but it makes me sad to see her draped in black, gesturing back towards the painting in the lobby. she's so bright and vibrant after the mourning period. I should hope that we celebrate and honor her life.
I'm sure the wake will be nice and lively.
That is the hope currently. I mean, the board of for the city is planning on an actual memorial, a statue maybe. We're not quite
Excellent.
sure what we want to do, but it's going to be something permanent in the city. We just have to figure out exactly what we want to memorialize her with.
Perhaps with a nice flower garden around the statue or something. She liked her gardening, as I'm sure you're well aware.
Yes. Well, we are quite lucky in a few things, and this is something we will discuss after the ceremony and everything. I just have paperwork to go over, and then we have a few people you have to meet prior to the ceremony.
Of course. Let us get back down to business. You said you needed to meet us for some decorum stuff.
Yes. You guys obviously could know that Master Tish had no direct next of kin. You all are technically her next of kin, so there's a lot of stuff that gets released to you and that you have to sign off on. It's all the legal things. There are things that we have to make sure of, so that you're aware of. The estate she wrote in her will is to be turned into a school. So, just to let you know, I don't think you're going to get very much land from her estate. She did, however, divvy up chunks of it for her remaining living students. So, you won't be out everything, but I believe your own studio, she said, and the drinking hall, the gaming hall, she said, that also belongs to you now. But her actual estate, where she lived, now will become a schoolhouse.
No, that is excellent. She is obviously very was very passionate in teaching. I'm happy to see her legacy going on.
Yes. It's also, to your point, the draped in black type of thing. Honestly, I thought the same thing, that we would like her to be celebrated, but we found that the citizens of the town didn't take well to that with the news. Especially the younger ones tended to break down at her site, so we decided best not to have portraits of her shown right now, just because it broke morale even more. So the best thing we could do was just cover everything up. So it didn't.
The wounds are still raw.
Yes. So they will be removed eventually, and we don't plan on taking any of them down. It's just we have to cover them, or else people start falling apart.
There is a decorum to these things. I
Yes, of course.
quite understand.
But that is her will, that she wants her state to be turned into the schoolhouse, but she dictated the land and what she wants it done. However, her vault that she left here, along with all her items and things, and her wealth is not. She unfortunately did not leave that written out. She just cared about keeping the land and building things and making sure. So we have a bit of a issue we will have to discuss when the other parties arrive. So, with that, something I can present that was actually addressed to all of you, and he goes reaches behind his desk, gets behind his desk, and he pulls out a couple wrapped, you guys can tell they're wrapped paintings in canvas. And he was like, she did specifically say that these paintings belong to each one of you.
Oh.
So,
Ah.
and they're not huge paintings. Think of a Monet and how small those actually are.
Mhm.
Monets are only about yay big. If you ever actually seen one, they're itty bitty.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're about the size of
A big
6
postcard?
by 4, a big postcard. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, smaller than a 8x10, but bigger than a postcard.
Yeah.
So when I first saw one, I actually was really surprised how tiny of a painting his were. But that's basically the size equivalent. So, yeah, he'll hand one off to each one of you, so you can just have an heirloom painting that was given to you by Tish.
This will go lovely on my nightstand, next to the CPAP machine that I need to invent.
I love it because cockroaches breathe through their backs. I mean, the CPAP has to be latched onto his back because they don't have an.
Joke's
active
on
circuit-
you, the CPAP machine is for old man. So it makes even less sense.
I was gonna say cockroaches breathe through passive respiration, not active respiration.
So
But-
do bushes.
Johnny Bushes. It's just a dive bell suit, like the old diver suit he gets in.
That's an iron lung.
It's a. It's a hyperbaric chamber. He just sits in it.
I swear, once I get that invented, it's gonna make me hundreds, maybe even tens.
All right. So, as you guys are in the mayor's office, I'm just going to drop a few tokens on the screen for you guys. The other party arrives. So, I'm going to drop in one.
It's a duck.
It's
Yep,
a mallard.
it's a mallard. I'm going to go so you can see his name.
Father Tomasa.
Father Tomasa. Let's see. I keep forgetting to put it so that names are just attached to tokens right away.
And Sir Bojan.
Yep, Boyan.
Who is
Oh, yeah.
adorable.
It looks like he's some sort of stoke or a
Yep.
ferret.
Yep, that's what he is. I think he's a it starts with an E.
Oh, shit.
I have the
actually know
notes
what
here.
that
Give me
is.
one moment.
And the third person that walks in is Yuri, a flat as fuck tortoise.
Actually, it's a,
Yep.
isn't it a long neck turtle?
I believe it is a box turtle.
Is it a
No,
box
box
turtle?
turtle. Now
Okay.
let me find it. I have actually all the notes for these guys.
we got to
It
be
looks like
correct. Guys, this is biology
Well-
class.
No, because it looks like those turtles with the little snoots that have extra long necks.
It does, very much so. I know that you think that's it is, but it actually is something else. Let me find the exact boy and these guys' names. Obviously, there's the mallard. That is an African helmeted turtle,
Oh,
and it's an ermine.
An
ERM.
ermine.
Yeah. Yep. So, and there's something particular about these guys here. So, Father Tomasa, as he comes in, he's draped in very like cleric robes. As he walks in, very like he stands as upright as you think as a duck could walk in, like a duck with great posture as he wanders in. And he wears like a sash draped around his shoulders, around his neck. It is perfect. On both sides, it is a sunrise. So it's colored like the sunrise and whatnot. And you guys, I'll say this out. If you want to know more, you can roll society. But Father Tomasa belongs to the Brotherhood of the Dawn.
yeah, I think I'll do a society check.
Yep.
Because I think I'm remembering this from the Honk's backstory.
It's close. It's not actually.
Oh. Haha.
So, when Sir Bohan walks in, the Ermine, when they walk in, they're very much like decked in blue and whatnot, and they carry things like what you would assume that would be on their waist are things like a hand crossbow, a quiver, and whatnot, but they're not armed because obviously they're coming into a government building and into a friendly quarters. But you see that like this person looks like they might have throwing daggers because the belts and stuff are empty, And Sabohan belongs to the Order of the Silent Knight. And
I love
then,
that song. It's a good
Mhm.
song.
and Yuri, the African helmeted turtle, wanders in. He very much, you can see that like his shell is completely scarred up. Like he's been in fights. Like this is a turtle that's known how to fight and been in a fights quite a bit. Again, same thing. You get the sense that this is probably a fighter. Sir Bohan was a rogue, and Father Thomas is a cleric. Yuri belongs to the Dusk Walkers.
I see. I got a 20 on society.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Uh,
double check if I.
Order of the Silent Night. Night as in night time, or
Night as in nighttime. Yes.
Cool.
So, if you guys notice, we have a diurnal, a nocturnal, and a crepuscular animal. A daytime,
I
a nighttime, and a twilight active animal.
got
So
it.
each one represents the different times of the day these animals will be active.
May I try a society roll? I was writing
Feel free.
notes.
Yeah, give me a society roll also.
I got a 16.
Yeah. So with the 16, you guys don't know the details about these different factions, but you guys can intuit enough that all three of these factions were technically founded by former students of Tish. They've been around for a long time, and so essentially these factions believe that they are extended family of Tish because their
Gotcha.
organizations are descendant from her, and they trace basically their lineage back to her. So their founders are Tish's students, and so they view Tish as their grand ranked master.
Okay, so these people aren't students in the same way that we are students.
No, they are actually like degrees separated from Tish.
Oh,
So
okay.
They're like our third cousins, twice removed.
essentially, you basically have like older siblings in this family, and these are the older siblings like children down the line.
Gotcha.
But
That was my
those older
questions. These are not the founders, Father Thomas.
These are not the found.
Okay.
No, these are not the founders. The founders are long dead because Tish has outlived most of her students. And the founders have gone on, founded these different orders to carry on their missions. And that these people train in that like tactic or in that ideal. But again, like I said, they believe Tish being the grand master of their orders. So they all kind of like fit in this perfect like trinity here. And with that too, you also know that these people or this order is all three of these are pretty well known on the western side of the continent. So I won't give you any more on that one, but you do know that they're pretty well like spread out.
Okay.
Oh, we have a
As they approach, I'm gonna pull one of the bottles out of my cheek pockets. Hey, cheers, cousin. Welcome.
which
Hold
one you
on,
hand it out to?
Just whoever's closest.
Sure. Yeah, you're handing that to Yuri, and he takes it and then pops the cork and
Oh, I
takes
thought
a
they were-
drink from the bottle.
I thought they were gentlemen of the cloth, but they're actually
No, that's-
gentlemen of the bottle.
That's Father Tomasa.
Oh,
Yuri is not.
Tomasa.
Yuri is the fighter.
Oh. Well,
You
So,
need
yeah.
glasses in your old age.
I
Wait,
have no. I don't have glasses. I gotta go.
Yeah.
I gotta go gotta go get those.
You had glasses a little bit ago. They were full of the ale. What did you do with your
Hut,
glasses?
cha. Just full of all the jokes today, huh?
Somber time. I'm not joking. I saw you with your ale glass. I was wondering what you did with it.
You're just being a little cheeky. Wink, wink.
Oh, god damn it.
So Yuri takes that swig and hands you back the bottle, and he's like, "Thank you, brother."
What brings you, a fine gentleman, to our lovely office? It's not my office. Don't worry about it.
Mahogany is very nice.
Father Tomasa starts off as, well, it's in the order of divvying out the Grand Master's wealth. You see that we understand that whatever the Master wrote in their will, we will of course abide by it, but there are pieces that haven't been accounted for. And we all believe our different orders would benefit and society would benefit if we were at least giving a share of that wealth.
Of course, you guys have run a fine establishment. Le Honk does not know a single thing that these three orders do.
So, yeah, I'll give you if you want. So I gave society if you want all three of them. If you tell me which one you want, I'll let you roll family. So that will give you detailed on just that one order.
Let's go. I'll do family on Tomasa.
All right, roll me family.
Whoa, 31.
Okay.
Nice. I'll do
Yep, I'll
family
do-
on Yuri, since we're both clearly fighter classes.
I was gonna say I was gonna do Uri because shared the bottle, but that works too. So I'll get the last one. then.
Also a 31.
31 and a 20, and all very
29.
good rolls. Okay, so we'll start off with Father Tomasa. So, when I'm going to say you guys start a rapport, and these are all three of you talking to the representatives of each faction. And what you find out is that Father Tomasa is the current head of the Brotherhood of the Dawn in this area. So he runs the local chapter, which covers Nola and a few other cities along the peninsula or along the coast. And the Brotherhood of the Dawn they used to be fully made up of diurnal animals, so ones who are only active during the day. But that's all three of the Trinity have slowly changed out and kind of intermingled the different animals that will be in their different ranks, just through time and skill sets being traded. But the big thing, the Brotherhood of the Dawn, that they hire clerics. They find people with a calling towards healing, so they hire apothecaries, physicians, lawyers. They're the people who feed the hungry and treat the sick. They don't actually have any fighters in their ranks. That's very rarely do they get paladins called in, but that's almost if something really bad happens, a paladin might be summoned, but for the most part, they don't deal in fighting.
Okay.
So, for Le Honk, you're talking to Yuri, if I remember
Yes.
correctly. Go ahead and take your notes.
Okay.
So, all right. So for the Duskwalkers are very much your hit and run, bash through the door group of the faction. So what their big thing is that they keep the roads safe. That's why they're called the Duskwalkers. One of their biggest things is that there are many highways, like foot highways, throughout the continent, and the Duskwalkers' job are to actually monitor those routes to keep bandits low, thievery low, and also large animal attacks to a minimum.
So they are the
So-
true highwaymen.
They're highwaymen, yeah. That's basically what they are. So they're very much known. So they tend to hire fighters, rangers, druids are called to the Duskwalkers. They're also one of the few groups that understands how to do basic motorized vehicles. So they hire basically inventors, and they're the group that actually first invented steam engines and now basic electric motors to travel the highways. So they're the first autonomous carriages. They're the first people to invent autonomous carriages.
Excellent work on Route 303. Honestly, those bandits didn't know what hit them, Yuri.
Yes. We tend to take care of them pretty good. The moment we can catch them at their camp, they're done for.
Oh, they don't even know how to set a watch. How could they?
No. And most people are blind during the dawn and the dusk anyway, so it really benefits us.
Absolutely.
Really, on Route 67, we've been having trouble with the black bear incident.
Oh no.
That's been our major thing. Yes, yes.
I will keep my eye out and pass you guys on any information should I see anything useful.
We always appreciate it, brother.
Don't listen to what the bears have to say. It's usually riddles and nonsense.
They don't talk. Ugh.
I'm pretty
Alright.
sure those black bears talked when I saw them.
Furthest you
And
know,
then-
bears is a sensitive topic.
What?
And then Roberts, you talked to
Terrible.
Sir Bohan, Daramin. And so what you know from the Order of the Silent Knight is that their specialization is in guarding, especially night guards. So that's why they're originally a nocturnal animal order. You find the Silent Night orders almost in every major city. Even you find them in small hamlets. You'll find a small outpost of them. Their entire thing is that they believe that the night is a sacred time. That's when animals rest. And it's their job to keep peace and keep like violence out of town. So oftentimes if like there are raids or attacks and stuff like that, bandits were to come in, the Silent Night deals with that. And they deal it in the most like subtle way possible. And a lot of times that can be simply talking, paying people off, that type of thing. But they're also notorious for doing silent kills in the middle of the night and taking it so that basically the peace and calm of the night is never disturbed. That's their big thing, is that people sleep, people rest, and everybody deserves that rest or sleep. And they hire, of course, like rogues, investigators, those type of like devilish and devious type of people.
Okay.
So, but yeah, that would be your 3 representatives from the Trinity.
Well, I do believe that, of course, Tish has collected a lot of memorabilia over over her long life. It would only make sense that we should pass it out so it may benefit others. Do you not agree, my brothers?
Yeah, I think it's also a good idea to set aside a certain sum to benefit the community. As she clearly has had a very big soft spot for the town of Nola.
Mayor Nicky's like, yes, I would agree with that one. If you all would be kind enough to leave us a trust or something from her wealth, we would greatly appreciate it.
Oh, I'm sure Jimmy can set up.
We don't. No,
No.
no, Jimmy.
No,
No Jimmy,
no.
no Shimmy, and no Pimmy.
But Jimmy seems to know how to invest and get returns.
No,
We
him,
had-
him and his damn brother Shimmy with their fucking schemes. I swear to God.
At one point in time, we had Shimmy on top of Pimmy, on top of Jimmy in a trench coat, and they pretended to be a certified accountant, public accountant. That did not go well.
They thought
did
that
not
would
go well.
work, and that sort of shows you how much brains they have. No offense, Werthers.
They said we should invest in milk because if it ages, it becomes cheese and becomes more valuable.
I mean,
They-
I can't
They
argue with
forgot that milk doesn't turn into cheese. It just becomes spoiled milk.
They
I
thought
can't believe that they got sent to college.
we should invest.
Couldn't even pass the bar with the 3 of them.
They thought they should invest in a fake coin called Wolf Coin, and I don't understand it.
What's an NFT?
I do not know.
A technomancer? What the hell is that?
A
Not in my
non-flying-
town.
I say a non-flying tarantula.
That's
Wait,
most
tarantulas
tarantulas.
can
I would
fly?
hope tarantulas can't fly. That would be terrifying.
I
Actually,
mean,
that's actually very terrifying. Please don't ever say that again. Oh, lordy lord.
I don't have many nightmares, but flying tarantulas is one. Why?
We digress. Of
Nikki,
course,
who hurt you as a child?
of course, we will set aside something for the town. I'm sure Tish would really would have enjoyed that.
Yes, we would greatly appreciate it. And the father Tommaso is like, actually, the thing we would be most beneficial from is her notes on medicine. I don't know where those would be, but we would love to have them. And her doctrines in law. She's written most of it, most of philosophy here, and having those would be quite helpful. Bohan chimes in. He's like, actually, we would actually really appreciate if we have access to her, like, armory. I know she's had, like, ancient, old, like, metallurgy, and that would help us a lot. And if we could just get that so we can research it, that would be great. And then Yuri, he's like, well, if we could just have more access to similar things, the alchemy to help us with the batteries for our engines or even our steam engines would be preferable, is what we would be seeking. When it comes down to cash, rest, I'm like, yeah, when it comes down to cash, our factions are well funded. We don't actually need liquidity. What we want is her notes. That's what we want the most.
Just out of curiosity, would if you go into ownership of those notes, are they only open to people of the order?
People of the Trinity, yes.
Not even those of us that are still students.
And they'll like kind of look at each other like, I don't see why you wouldn't want, like, I don't think anybody would deny you. Direct students of the Master do supersede most of us in authority.
Oh, okay. Old man gives him a thumbs up.
What
Well,
about
sounds good to me.
representatives from the Trinity using that knowledge here in town? I mean, obviously it means so much to Tish's legacy to benefit the town as well.
Well, I assume that if the Trinity stretches far beyond Nola, and Tish would want to help more people than just the fine folks of Nola.
Yes.
Jimmy?
We would probably actually send most of the notes back to our headquarters. I mean, the Brotherhood's stationed in one, the Order of the Night stationed in another, and the Duskwalkers are stationed in another city. So each piece of Tish's knowledge would be parsed out at some points in time. Because it's not in one central location, it makes it a little bit safer, as they could not be easily destroyed if one city was to be, something were to happen, a fire or something.
Also, it would spread her knowledge farther, help many more people, not just the town of Nola, as much as I love the city.
Yes.
Yep. That reminds me of the town of Alexandria. They had a really cool library. And then some
Yes.
schmuck burnt it down.
Yes,
Just to check, has
the schmuck that was a
Lehonk
volcano.
heard?
No, wasn't it sacked by the Romans?
I thought it was destroyed in Pompeii.
No, not Alexandria.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Has Lehonk.
Heard of any like? I'm trying to think of how to word this. Any misdoings with these orders? Any treachery?
Yeah, give me another society check.
Oh boy, he's really smart, you guys. There it is. Oh, smart. 22.
That's not terrible. When it comes down to it, at this point in time, these societies or these orders are so old that yes, like corruption is in all three of them. It's bound to happen because when you have so many people working for this, it does happen. So, do you think that there is systemic corruption in any one of the Trinity? You have no evidence of that. But you
Oh.
definitely know there's been shady dealings in all three.
Not like the Order of the Rest.
Not like the Order of the Rest.
Cool.
It's
Okay.
not that level of corruption, but you do know like it's bound to happen.
It's an
and these people-
organization. There's always going to be
That's-
people serving themselves.
yeah, that spreads the entire continent. There's no way that one single like leader is going to catch everything.
Cool. I just wanted to double check that.
Mm-hmm.
I have
So-
no reason to see why we could not pass and share this knowledge on. In general, these all three of your organizations do fine work.
And yeah,
Yep.
they're like, but we appreciate the kindness. Like we have no, with 3 remaining students, we have no real standing to take all those as they're technically yours. But it's a simple request that I think we could do a lot of good work with all that information.
And if you don't, there'll be problems.
I can only assume there would be. No one there.
Yep. Like Laffy Taffy not being so laffy anymore.
Werthers, are you
I enjoy that
okay?
Laffy Taffy exists in this universe.
Yeah.
It does now.
Are you okay?
It's spelled
Sorry, go ahead, Phil.
It's spelled Laffy as in Laughytaughey.
Obviously.
Laffy Taffy.
Love toffee. Are you okay, Werthers? Do you need to lie down?
No, I'm fine. Want a mushroom?
No.
Feta and pesto.
I am not hungry, my friends. Thank you, though.
Would any of you three, if it kind of says like a little mushroom with some pesto and feta?
We're behind old man going, don't do it. No.
I made these myself. I'm
It-
gonna lay down the diplomacy.
oh, okay. Yeah, I was supposed to say, go for it. Let's see if you can persuade these people.
20.
So, with the 20, like, they were going to take it until, like Lehov's like, no. And then, like, they all kind of give you excuses, like, Father Tamasa. It's just like, oh, I'm fasting for the ceremony. Sir Bohan, it's just like, yeah, I ate. And then Yuri's just like, I had the runs. I can't eat anything. My stomach's upset.
Oh, okay.
Straight
Hold on.
up have diarrhea.
Hold on. He's digging in his pocket, and he's gonna pull out a peppermint. Here, have this. This will take care of that.
I imagine Yuri like makes eye contact with Lehonk, and Lehonk's like, I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just like, oh boy. He like takes it, eats it. He's like, well, bottoms up.
It's actually a soothing tonic.
Oh, okay, perfect.
There you go. That should clear up within a matter of minutes. Though you should
So-
probably take a bath.
Did the peppermint do that?
No, you should take a bath because you have the runs. It's gross.
Oh, yeah, I guess I should. He just kind of like excuses himself from like, well, I dug myself in this lie. I might as well follow through with it.
But your stomach should be feeling better.
So, yeah, at this point in time, like you guys wrap up all like the legal paperwork, get all things signed up, and it's now gone to the time of day, like after lunch and whatnot, and you hear the town square bell ring out. And at that point, the mayor's like, well, seems like it's time. Like all the preparations are done. So, and as you guys exit out of the government building, you can see that like the city is moving out in mass towards the harbor. And as you get out towards the harbor, you see like, and mind you, the citizens all like kind of carve a path for you, because they all recognize you. So you guys get to go at the very front of the crowd. And what you guys see there is on the harbor, on like the large stone harbor, like slightly off where you would see like large galleys and whatnot, dock, where the deepest part of the water is. You see there just this huge body wrapped in cloth. And it's on top of a barrel, a pyre.
Is it something that we can approach her body before they
Oh,
light
yes.
something?
Oh, it's definitely like they very much are like, yeah, like they blocked off like entry to that part now. But like when they see you three walking up, like the town guards or police allow you to like walk right by. Like they're not going to stop you.
Okay, cool. I'll go ahead and approach her body.
Sure. And approaching it, it's like approaching Godzilla's body.
Yeah, no. Le Honk flies up to
Yeah.
where I'm supposed to be.
So, of course, just for people who are listening, Tish is a Nile crocodile. They grow anywhere between 2 to 5 meters, putting her somewhere in the range of like 6 to 15 feet. And Tish is probably in the middle somewhere, sitting probably really pretty at 12 feet tall. She uses magic to shrink herself down so that way she can fit in and mill about with the townsfolk without being Godzilla.
Yeah, she doesn't scare the children with her height.
Yeah, even when shrunk down, she's still really tall. Like she would bump her head into the door frames. But at this height, she is basically as big as a ship galley, as big as a ship that would come into harbor in NOLA. So her without the magic, she's a giant among the animals.
So I'll go ahead and approach her and just kind of talking to her, say something along the lines of, well, my friend, you are not clearly dressed. I don't know what they were thinking. And I'll go ahead and rifle through my bag and pull out that little wooden crown pin painted gold. And it's teeny compared to her Godzilla-sized body.
Oh, yeah.
But he pins it on her shroud and there you go, my queen. I'm sorry we could not dance together one more time. And then I'll go ahead and back away for in case the other two wants to.
I will. I'll have Old Man go up to one of her hands and do like a kneeling thing. All right. Well, I didn't think it was gonna be you that went before me, but the way of these magics is certainly strange. Well, I had one last confection that I wanted you to try, and that I wanted to add to the library. But seeing as you weren't there for the prototype, I might as well leave the original here with you. So here's a Werthers original.
God damn it.
You'll be the first one to try it out on the other side. I'm gonna miss you. I really will. It's okay. It's okay.
As he
Walks
comes,
away.
yeah, as he comes back, Le Honk will put a wing very gently over wherever you are on Old Man.
Roberts will approach next, look around to see if everyone's distracted, then stealthily summon a stick and gently poke her in the nose.
Her Godzilla nose?
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Tish, this is... Man, I know you love your jokes, but this is... I don't know if this is real. I can't believe this is real. Are you gonna sit up and say gotcha in a moment? Because that'd be the perfect time. We're all here.
Dead silence.
Yep.
Except for Jimmy the Cricket.
God damn it.
Shut up, Jared!
He's having a moment! You fuck!
Yep, Roberts will give her as big a hug as he can and stick the stick in her hand. For when you need to poke those in the afterlife or whip them into shape, did me well.
Jesus.
I don't know, Honk. I think he's a masochist.
You know, kids learn through many different ways. I don't.
Do you think he's a sub or a dom?
Probably a sub.
Yeah, as
Definitely
Robert
a sub
starts to mess
sandwich.
up, he's going to summon his armor just to cover his face.
Sure.
I would like to
So-
imagine if you two are okay with it, all three of us in the family group hug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear the echo sniveling as he's no longer able to contain it.
Oh yeah, I'm old man's definitely sobbing. But he has like a really awful sob. It's like
He ugly cries at any point.
Oh yeah.
As the oldest sibling, Le Honk is trying to put on a brave face for his two younger brothers, but of course, you know, the waterworks are very slowly rolling down his feathered cheeks.
Mm-hmm.
I like to imagine that at some point when he cries, he honks.
Yeah, it's like
It's
very.
when he blows his nose.
Yeah, it's very silent until he fishes around his pocket. Yep, blows the nose and hog. Sorry.
I was thinking more like a honk. Honk.
Actually,
Honk.
fun fact: Nene gooses are known for their very quiet calls. That's where they get
Oh.
their name from.
Well, that's not fun.
That is a fun fact.
Well, I mean, it is fun, but it's not. It doesn't. It makes the scene less funny and more somber again.
It's like
Yeah.
it's a somber moment or something.
Never.
So, as you guys try to recollect composure, you see that the three representatives of the Trinity come up to you guys, and each one of them have like a torch, and there is Mayor Nikki. He has a brazier of hot coals he's holding, and like all of them like hand you like reach out like with the torches for you guys.
Yep, I'll take one.
Yep. Take a torch.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take one as well, and I'm gonna do a perception check to see if there's any popcorn around, just in case as one last hurrah.
Oh, one last prank pulled by Tish.
Yep.
That'd be pretty great, actually.
21. So, I'll say this much. Robert, you are actually there, and like, you're like, okay, it's a prank. It's a prank. Something you notice, and you're not quite sure if it's popcorn or not. When you put that stick in her hands, there was something else in her hands. Like as like she was folded up, like chest here. There was something like you put it on the top hand, underneath the second hand. There was something there. You're not quite sure what it is because you didn't like. Oh, I'm gonna pry up her hands. What do you got there?
Yeah,
Kept it.
what is this? Desecrate the body, trying to figure out
Yeah.
what it is.
Well, you definitely know there was something there.
Okay. So I'll just keep an eye on it as we raise the braziers.
Yep. So
Go.
you can put the torches into the hot coals. They light.
It'll go. All right,
So-
brothers, let us send our dear friend. Let us be honest, mother, to her
I
final
quickly-
rest.
Yeah, I quickly changed torches from my wooden hand to my regular hand.
Good plan.
Oh god.
It's hot. It's hot.
And then torches lit. We'll go ahead and
Toss them onto the pyre.
yeah, send her to her final rest.
Yep. And the pyre catches, and then it's only a moment later till it's just the entire harbor is engulfed in a huge bonfire. And you know, the townsfolk watch it, and you guys are there. And as the night goes on, you guys are there, and the crowd gets smaller and smaller as people head home, and it's just you three at one point in time watching this, just keeping vigil over this bonfire. So, and very much the night and the moon just kind of pass over as you guys kind of just sit there watching your master like on her final journey.
I think
Do
I
you
don't
think
know.
it would be in poor taste to roast the marshmallows now?
Oh my god, you two are supposed to be
Yeah.
keeping silent vigil.
Oh, sorry.
I was just about to say, I think if it's okay with the other two, we do a silent vigil.
Honk, you might want to tell that to Mimi as well.
There's just all of a sudden there's just a random like how do I say, it's like a gecko runs by with another message, and this time a package for you guys.
All right,
Oh.
we can break our silence for this message. I shall read it. And I quote.
It's a post dated box from your master saying, "Don't forget the marshmallows."
Well, shit.
Nailed it! That's what I did. People
All
think
right.
I'm a fool for carrying marshmallows with me.
Okay, I can be big enough to know when I am wrong. Roberts, if you please, the sticks.
Produce
Alright.
the sticks of marshmallows.
I'll hold out my wooden hand, and from the fingers rose perfect marshmallow sticks.
Yep.
Oh,
Are
those
we
are
allowed
good.
to break them off?
Yeah.
Well, let's find out.
Sorry.
Just blood starts shooting off one of them. Ah!
Go ahead.
And we roast marshmallows over our dead master's corpse.
So remember, as you guys go over there and like you're just at this point in time, it's just ash. It's hot ash basically.
Mm-hmm.
So the body is basically all burnt away, and heck, the wind coming from the continent has actually blown quite a bit of it off into the ocean. As like the sun has set, wind's going out towards the ocean this time, a good chunk of it. So there's actually not much left of her remains. So, but as you go over there and you start roasting marshmallows, the last like coals of the pyre and whatnot, Roberts, you notice something. You saw it before, you weren't quite sure. There's something in the ash.
Is it roughly where their hands were?
It was, yeah. It might have bounced around a little bit from like collapsing of the pyre
Yeah.
and stuff like that, but yeah.
Yeah, I'll summon another stick of poking and poke away.
Yeah, it takes a bit of time because it's still red hot. Like the ash is still very hot and would catch wood on fire. But you keep your eye on it and you kind of like move stuff around. And eventually you get to it. And what you see is a perfect metal book in the ash. It's hot to the touch right now. But think of like the Book of the Dead from the Mummy.
Okay.
It is a book. Its pages are pure metal. It's heavy when you pick it up.
After we wait for it to cool down so he doesn't light
I mean, I
his
could
wood
use-
hand on fire.
If you could just ask me, I snapped my fingers and used telekinetic hand to hold it up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Could have just asked.
You could have brought that up sooner, when you saw me struggling to pick it up, rather than.
No.
no.
It builds character, Roberts.
One must learn not to touch things that have been in fire.
It's
She said that a lot growing up. It must be important.
I don't know what
So-
I expected.
yeah, if you get it and you finally get your hands on it after it cools down, it's a book that weighs anywhere between like 2 to 3 bulk. And it's not very big as in like size, it's just heavy.
That means telekinetic hand cannot hold it.
You can drag it over like and then Telekinetic just pulls it like
Huh. Very, what's on the inside? Well, open it up, old man. Or Withers. Sorry.
All right. I'll open up the cover.
Sure. So the cover, you open it up and it just kind of like it's easy. It's very easy, even though it's made out of metal and it looks like it should be hard to work with. The pages feel like paper. Like they're so thin and flexible. You're not 100% sure what the hell this thing is made out of. And what you read on the very first page, it is a entry of a journal from only a few days ago.
Oh shit. Uh, 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 I need an adult.
Oh, okay. What? Let me take this, old man. I got you. It reads, and I quote.
Sure. It's like a few days ago, like whatever date, I'm not going to put an actual date to things, but a few days ago, it is in Tish's handwriting. It looks like the handwriting is engraved directly into the metal now. And she writes in this book that basically like day, blah, weather, sunny. And she writes, I feel as if my health is finally beginning to fail me. Before I was able to live a life free of disease, I've lived a life of exceptional health and longevity. But I do feel that death is starting to come close and I need to prepare.
And that's just page 1.
Page 1, basically. Yep. That's the
Okay.
last. That's basically the last entry.
Okay. So if I start flipping, go to the next page, it's probably like a couple days prior to that.
Yep. It's another journal entry. And this time, when you see the journal entry, you'll flip that page and you start reading through that chunk of it. You see she writes in, oh, day blah, cloudy. I've begun process on the paintings I'm going to pass down. I had to ensure that these get to my students and that they know to take care of them.
Could I look at my painting?
Sure, if you guys want to, because you guys have kept it on you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll open it up now that we're all alone.
Yeah, you unfurl the canvas that's covering the painting, and you may. I'm going to say, like, what do you think Tish would paint for Le Honk? Because this is something she painted, and she is again a master of all arts, like whether it be oil, watercolor, pastel. It's some sort of painting she made or some sort of picture she drew.
I think it is a picture from her point of view of like Le Honk's very first performance. Like there's a stage and he is dancing and moving. But the way the brush strokes are and like the colors around Le Honk depict a very like deep inner rage that he's looks like he's just trying to dance out.
Yeah, I think you see that. I'm going to describe extra details to it, but I want to get before I do that because these are details going to be shared among the paintings. I want to hear everyone else's ideas for what is the painting that Tish painted for the rest of the other two characters.
Okay.
For Roberts, I'd say depiction of him grizzled or battle scarred, standing over a pond, missing an arm, no prosthetic in place, but a sapling growing next to him, and in the pond, the reflection is him, young, unscarred, and surrounded by many of those that he has rescued in his adventures, and older him is just kind of looking in there, staring with a kind of fond smile.
Excellent.
Okay.
And for Werthers?
I'm gonna say I like the impressionist painting imagery. So kind of Monet-esque, but it's a forest clearing, and in the center of it is a singular bush, and surrounding it are various herbs and fungi and stuff.
Yeah, excellent. So those are all the paintings. You guys like unravel the canvas and you've got a look at what these are. And obviously all of you, it means something very deep that this person who trained you painted you something that is meaningful. But the thing you notice about like each one of you, like you see it, and then you also kind of look at each other's, is that you could swear there's gold leaf in this painting, or at least maybe under it, because you can just see the shininess of gold peering out through the colors, almost like it's a holographic, but you don't see where the gold is. It's almost like you hold it up and like you can just barely see gold shining through.
Oh. So if
Almost
we,
wanna- yeah, almost want to poke around, but I don't want to damage the painting.
yeah,
Yeah. Could I, like, at the
Uh,
very corner of my painting, just, like, I don't want to scratch it, but rub vigorously?
Yeah, yeah. So if you do that and you just kind of try to wipe a little bit away and whatnot, and what you see is that the canvas it's on has that gold.
Oh.
if we hold it up to a light source, does anything shine through it?
Not that you can see. What you
Hmm.
best I can describe as you guys can see it because it's nighttime.
Oh, so
If you like turn your back towards the pyre and you look at it, you can't see that gold. But if you turn away from it and then you don't have the light source hitting it, you can see the gold. It's like I said, it's almost like it's shining through.
does
It's
anything
very, very
happen?
faint.
Does anything happen if we move it towards the moonlight?
Nope. It just seems
No.
like you move it, you're like, huh, it's weird. If it's in direct light, I can't see it. But if I get away from the light, like cast a shadow over it, I can just see the gold peeking through.
May I roll an occultism check to see if I might learn more about this?
I will take occultism or I will take arcana, either one.
Oh, okay, I'll go occultism.
Yeah, a magic skill is required. Occultism or arcana are the ones I would like.
Okay.
Okay.
Not bad. 24.
Okay. Let anybody else roll.
Yep.
31.
Okay.
5.
I'm going to say with a 24 and a 31, you get the idea that, like, yes, these paintings are for you, and obviously they're meant for you to hang up and, like, keep safe. But you also know your master, and you're like, these are magic.
There's
and
something
I don't know why.
more.
I don't know why she gave us a magic painting.
Oh. If I focus on the thing, can I attune to it?
You cannot.
Okay, so it's not something that I can activate that way.
We might have to save this for another day, brothers. I am not trained enough to know what these paintings do.
Have you been
I'll
eating
do some
more of those mushrooms?
thinkificating on it.
You guys talked at the same time. I cannot understand you.
No. I'm more important. I said the important. No, go ahead.
No,
Say what you're gonna say, Fry.
okay. Yeah, I don't know what you guys are talking about. That's fun, shiny. Have you been having more of those mushrooms?
Nope. I'll thinkificate on this one with pontification and see what I can come up with. Pontificate.
Maybe we have to sleep with them under our pillows and inspiration will come to us.
No, I don't think it's gonna be that. I think something might come once we are in a back home in a dark room.
Maybe. Did we explore everything the journal has to offer, or is there more stuff if I rifle through the pages?
So, rifling through the pages, it's all journal entries, and it's a lot of her writing, but also a lot of notes. Like, not notes as in like, oh, today was sunny. No, it's like legit, like alchemic notes. There are metallurgic notes. There's all the stuff she's learned is in this book. It is her magnum opus of like, this is everything I have traveled for over 100 years, and I've been around this continent everywhere. And I've picked up cultures, I picked up art, I picked up technology, and I've written it down, I studied it. And this journal contains everything.
This is clearly a treasure beyond price. It needs to be guarded with the utmost care. I don't even think the Trinity could offer the protection that this kind of thing needs.
Oh no, this is much too valuable to offer up to the Trinity. I think it would be up to us as her family to keep it safe.
I
And
agree.
I will say, if you flip to the very back of the journal, and you're just skimming through all these pages, hearing the leaflets of metal hitting each other, you get the very, very first entry in this book, which you're just dumbfounded how many pages fit in this book. But you go to the very first thing and scribed on it. It doesn't have a date. It just says weather has broken, like was rainy, but now like I can actually, what is it? The storm has broken. And it simply reads, I have left my home where the stones bloom to flowers, and I have found a new continent, Elpida.
Yeah. That's the place we're at, right?
Yes, that is where we're at. The continent of Elpida.
Elpida, yep, that's the continent you guys are on. And the entry further goes on and says, like, I only hope that Mordecai forgives me for leaving our home.
Oh my gosh. Guys. I forgot my voice for a moment. Guys. We have an uncle.
There's more family?
But specifically an uncle.
Oh.
Maybe.
He might be a weird uncle.
Oh, one can only hope, I suppose.
Oh, I'm sure you guys will get along famously if that's the case.
But I search for more entries of this Mordecai, and I'm going to assume I don't find anything.
Nope, the very first one's the only time she ever mentions the name Mordecai, and mentions her home, that is where stones bloom to flowers.
I was gonna say, do we even know that there's another continent?
Nope. This is the first time anybody has ever heard of there being a continent beyond Elpida.
We need
I
to.
thought the
Oh, go
I
ahead.
thought there was only a vat. I thought the rest of this was water. There's something beyond the vast ocean. Can we even travel across something? Can we even travel across something so vast?
Ooh, I
Have
think my
my
uncle get tired.
have my old Canadian geese gang. Have they traveled off continent?
So they have traveled. So a lot of the flying awakened animals have traveled quite a bit, and they have found islands, but no other real awakened animals. But they haven't found another continent, like another big landmass or a giant archipelago like Elpida.
Elpida is, as far as we know, the biggest landmass.
Yeah, it's like it goes on forever. You have no idea, like, and there are no like awakened albatross that could tell you, like, because they can fly forever, but geese have to land, and it's not safe for them to land in the ocean. So they oftentimes turn around, or they find rocky outcroppings and then turn around because they just cannot go far enough.
And like teeny tiny islands where there might be other critters, but nothing intelligent.
Nothing that you guys have found. So a lot of the flying creatures haven't ever reported any other continents, and even the ones that can swim in the ocean, they report there is a vast like dip, like just like the continental shelf. You get to a certain point, it's just ocean, and the ground disappears.
Yep.
So they're just like, we don't go out there because we have no idea what can kill us, because there are bigger things out there, and they're all terrified of it.
It seems to me that that Tish never got to see this Mordecai again.
It appears so. This also has great implications. I forgot my voice. I have to make strange old man sounds. Sorry, my teeth fell out.
It is okay, my friend. It happens to the best of us.
The implications, though. How would we even get how would we even discover something new, something so far away, and what could it potentially hold?
I do not know, but this Mordecai, do you think that he is also a crocodile like Tish?
I don't know.
Is that there
So much.
might be others like her?
Well, so much of it is hard to know, because the whole awakening thing is a relatively unknown magic.
Only one of many unknown magics.
Do you think perhaps she wanted to go home one last time?
At the very least, I think she wanted to ask for forgiveness from this Mordecai, and now she won't be able to, and that, I don't know about you two, but that breaks my heart.
I agree.
As her family, I think it is up to us to honor this last wish, even if it wasn't explicitly written down. What do you say?
I think my bones have a little bit more adventure left in them.
I think so. I also got an idea. Can I see the diary real quick?
Oh,
Yeah.
of course.
Okay.
And I'll hold it up in relation to the fire, see if I can see anything like what was happening with our paintings.
Oh, so no, you don't see anything relative to the fire on the diary. The diary, I will say this much over the table, about the table knowledge. The diary was a diary in her hands originally. When she died and then the pyre started, it transmuted, it got transmutation into metal. So it got perfectly preserved when she died.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
So basically, you as characters, you always knew she carried a diary. She was constantly writing stuff in there, and you never ever got the chance to ever look over it because she said it was hers, and these are all her thoughts and notes, and they're not for you guys to actually read every time you asked about it. But when she died, it got perfectly preserved into metal. So it's basically like Dawn Silver, like a super lightweight metal that's really resistant and really like that's how this like encyclopedia, while really heavy, contains thousands of journal pages and entries from her life and has all these extensive notes and all this stuff in there. It's very much just a magic tome or a grimoire that she made.
Gotcha.
So what do you say, you two? An adventure?
I think so.
My old bones aren't ready to settle yet. Let's do this.
Oh, please, Roberts. How old could you be?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. At least 10.
Oh my god.
I am this many.
I'm having a revelation. I think I might be the smartest one in this group.
You are not the smartest one. I know I am 2 years old. Makes me ancient as a cockroach.
All right. So, if you guys, so before we close out this session, as you point out, do you guys tell the Trinity and the rest of the group or the rest of town what you found and what you're going to be doing?
I don't think we should tell the Trinity about the tome.
No, I think at most what we should tell the Trinity is that we found Trish's last wish that she wished to go to her homeland, to her birthplace.
Well, we're assuming that. I don't think the book explicitly said that.
Yeah. Roberts would be telling townsfolk that he's planning to go on one last adventure in her honor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll retcon a little bit. She does mention where she left Mordecai is her home, where stones bloom to flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So, just saying that where Mordecai is her homeland.
Yeah, I meant there wasn't an explicit I want to go back home.
Oh, yes,
quest.
yes.
Right. That's
So-
what I was trying to say.
Ah,
We're assuming on that front.
gotcha,
Yes,
gotcha.
yes.
My explanation is Le Honk is not telling the whole truth. Like, I don't want the Trinity to know that we have this encyclopedia of information.
Absolutely not.
So, if they were to ask, like, with Robert saying he's going on one last adventure, I think the group stories should be, we found a note saying she wanted to go home to her homeland, and that's where we're headed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, that works.
All right. Yeah, you can explain that to the Trinity, and they all buy it. They're just like, yeah, I mean, if we trust you, you're the one who talked to her most recently and had her trust. So if that's what you want, in that case, Mayor Nikki orders a quick commission for a travel urn for you all. So gets one of the craftsmen to start making them, and so it's probably a bunch of blacksmith or things to make a really durable urn for you guys to carry. And basically, they take it and they scoop up a big chunk of ash from her pyre, as again, most of it has blown into the ocean at this point in time. So they get as much as they possibly can, and then seal it tight, and then hand it off to you guys for your journey.
Thank you very much, Mayor Nikki. Your help has been most appreciated.
I think it's the least I can do. Master Tish has been always a staple of our community, and all I want is to honor her legacy. And if this is what she wishes for, then us of Nola will be happy to help.
Absolutely. Sorry, I couldn't think of a good way to say goodbye.
Yeah, and basically, the Trinity members, they meet you guys as you're leaving, and a bunch of them say, Father Tomas's, if you are in need of trouble, please stop by the Brotherhood of the Dawn. I'm sure we have healers, we have cooks, we have warm beds. Please, we will be happy to help you along your way. I think any one of the Trinity members, if you find one, please signal them. I'm sure they'll be happy to help. And both Yuri and Sibohan both nod in agreement.
Sounds good. Take care. Remember
Yes.
to wash behind your ears. That's where the good fungi likes to hide.
Of course. Well, may the dawn light your way, brother.
Yes. The dawn.
Also with you, he said.
You know, I always liked that dish soap that they made. Order of the Dawn dish soap.
Werthers,
that-
we don't make fun of the otters.
I'm not. I'm genuinely complimenting them on their dish soap. It's a very good dish soap.
It is how we fund the order.
It's much better than Ajax.
But Ajax is tough on Greece.
That's stronger than all of Greece. But what the fuck is Greece?
We should definitely end it on that note.
All right. So we'll end it on that as the three siblings head out of Nola and start traveling, trying to find their way to their master's old homeland. And they use the journal as their best guide to figure out where she came from. So you guys are gonna be working backwards from her last entry when she entered the NOLA to win all her travels across the continent of Elpida. So, next time we join, we'll be catching you guys on the road and heading out towards your next city following your master's instructions.
On the
So-
road again. I can't wait to get on the road again.
So, Shawnee, do you have a sign out for us?
I do, Phil. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching us. If you liked what you see, or you're just joining us right now and you're like, dang it, I missed the whole episode, you can go to youtube.com. There, we will post our first episode, which is this one right here. Can I get a whoop whoop?
Hold on. I wasn't ready.
There you go.
Perfect. And if you're like, man, I have an extra $5 and I really don't have anything to spend it on, you can go to our Patreon. There, we're gonna have secret content that's definitely curated especially for you. Right, Phil?
Definitely.
Absolutely. But if you don't have that extra $5, you can always go to our Blue Sky. There, we post our weekly schedule, which is just every Friday at 7 p.m. Pacific, and our character sheets. So if you want more juicy details on any of our characters, you can go there and find them. But
Yes.
if you can't do that, come to Twitch every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific. We will be here having good synergy. Right, Fry?
Oh, that's right. All the synergy.
Excellent. And with that, we'll say thank you, Gimli One. Thank you. I practiced
Gimli
this
One, thank you.
speech.
And I'll also add something on this.
Oh, sure.
Tonight, if you go to our YouTube channel page, there will actually be a playlist available that I curate for every arc. So these are songs. If you want an idea of the musical theme or the feeling of this session or the arcs we go through, I'm gonna be having songs in a playlist, so you can listen through it and you'll be figuring out, try to listen along and see where the mood changes from arc to arc.
Excellent. And with that, we'll go ahead and say bye-bye, everybody.
Bye bye, everybody. Goodbye.